Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on, folks? And thank you very much for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody this is episode number 515. Episode number 515, for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody that's listening in right now to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And once again, folks, please spread this link around. Go to all the pothole Silicon Valley oligarch social media sites and spread this son of a bitch around like wildfire, because we need to spread the truth. And that's exactly what you get right here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. In the first hour, straight crypto, straight stock news, pure money. Second hour, you get the straight domestic political dope. And in the third hour, we go a little bit of international news, folks. So let's talk about what we're going to discuss here today. Of course, in the first hour, we're going to get to crypto and stocks. We're going to talk about President Trump. He definitely laid the smacketh down on everybody by recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and it's just literally triggered all the Yehudis on a worldwide scale, for Christ's sake. I'm not even joking. I mean, give me a break. I mean, he's triggering these people. I mean, you're triggered. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about him recognizing Jerusalem. We're going to talk about a potential shutdown that we may have this Saturday because Democrats want to be a bunch of obstructionists, and they don't just want to do what's right for the American people and instead just kind of disregard what's good for the country and put themselves on a soapbox politically. That's typically what the damn Democrats do. And not to mention, did you see impeachment so easy a caveman can do it? We had Al Green, I hate to say this idiot is a representative of Texas. Have you seen this guy? This guy literally looks like a caveman. It's disgusting. He's a throwback in evolution. Anyway, he tried to introduce some kind of impeachment situation, all right, on the House floor, and it was completely major fail. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to discuss more and more sexual abuse. Another woman coming out saying that Senator Al Franken had sexually imposed himself on her, and I don't know how many victims this makes. And aside from that, as I stated on yesterday's show, which was Monday's makeup show, I stated that this man should be resigning. He's not only admitted that he's conducted himself in this disgusting, despicable activity, he is documented, all right, sexually abusing a woman while she's asleep. Well, apparently, we've got an announcement that's going to come out tomorrow for Al Franken. We're going to discuss a little bit about that. We're going to discuss the Supreme Court. All right, the Supreme Court is actually hearing the gay wedding cake case. I don't know if y'all folks are familiar with this, but some gay couple went into some bakery and decided that, hey, look, I want you to make our gay little wedding cake, and the baker decided that he didn't want to do that, and now we're at the Supreme Court, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about Mueller's special counsel, which is nothing more than a political weaponized tool at this point, and how those of us in the United States here need to be hollering foul at what's going on with this Robert Mueller special counsel nonsense. It's a disgrace to the institution of the FBI. It's a jeopardization. It's jeopardizing our Constitution. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to talk about this, what is it, Theresa May, the Prime Minister of Britain. There was a supposed assassination attempt that was foiled on her. We're going to discuss that. Putin, guess what? He's running for president of Russia again. Wow. Good God, like we didn't see that coming. We're going to talk about how POTUS, Trump, calls for Saudi Arabia to lift the blockade on Yemen. Now that we discussed yesterday on the latter part of the broadcast how the president of Yemen, Salah, was assassinated on December 4th. So now that he's out of the picture, I think that's why Trump is asking the Saudi Arabians to loosen up the blockade. That's been happening for the past year and a half or so. And last but not least, we're going to talk about UN climate changers. They had a little powwow somewhere in the international community. And, of course, dumbass Barack Obama's there. He's always showing his stupid face. Go away, Obama, God damn it. I'm tired of looking at this guy, man. I mean, we had to live under your goddamn anti-American communist policies. I don't want to see you anymore. The next time I want to see Obama, I want to see him behind bars. That's what I want to see Obama. Anti-American piece of trash. Anyway, did y'all hear that at this United Nations climate change powwow, that they are actually organizing a new strategy to undermine Trump to get this goddamn climate change nonsense initiated? It's just stupid. We're going to get to that. But first, folks, let's get to some serious business. Let's talk crypto. As I was saying yesterday, folks, I think that we're slowly seeing a little bit of a contraction here on most of the altcoin markets. You saw a little bit of it yesterday. You're starting to see most of the money that was in some of these altcoins that were going up 20, 25%. You're starting to see them literally go down 15, 20%. And it's being spread out at this point. It's being spread out to other altcoins. It's being obviously put into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has, folks, we're not only at over 13,000 when I planned this show here. It was over 13,000. Folks, we are at over $14,000 Bitcoin price right now, folks. I'm not joking. We're at over 14,000, approaching 15,000 Bitcoin price. Let's go ahead and talk crypto, okay? Bitcoin, symbol BTC. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin, folks, is $244 billion. Okay? The circulating supply right now for Bitcoin is 16.7 million in circulation. Folks, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up 21.89%. 21.89%. I mean, good God! Folks, the price of Bitcoin right now, symbol BTC, the current price, get this, $14,617.10 per Bitcoin. I mean, good God! Folks, when I started introducing Bitcoin as a legitimate opportunity for financial investment this past April of this year, Bitcoin was at $1,200. It was at $1,200. Now, I know what many of you folks are thinking. You're saying, oh, man, I'm too late. I'm too late to get into the crypto. I'm too late to get into the Bitcoin. No, you are not, folks. We are still at the beginning phases. I keep telling people that right now, the money that's in the market of crypto is based upon a small portion of the population of the world. I mean, right now, the majority of crypto investors, and I hate to say this, are a bunch of dorks, Pop-Tart eating, freckle-faced gamers, and, a bunch of computer people, geeks, for a lack of a better term. And just now, here within the past, I would say 5 to 6 months, we have seen legitimate Wall Street investment come into the cryptocurrency arena. And the reason is because they know where the money's at. I mean, there's legitimate money going into this, and that's based upon a small decimal point-based percentage of the population of the world. And as cryptocurrency becomes more and more embraced by the people of the United States, of the world, it's being used as a means of exchanging goods and services. It's already being used, folks. I don't know if you know, but there are a plethora of websites that you can conduct your Christmas shopping with in crypto. I believe Newegg is accepting crypto. I believe, there's Overstock.com. Not only are they accepting crypto, I think they're accepting like 20-something different cryptocurrencies, if I'm not mistaken. So what's happening here, folks, is a legitimization of the currency of digital cryptocurrency. This is legit now. And I don't think it's too late. I think individuals right now, I know I talk a lot about mining and patterning swing trading. You don't have to get into all that. If it confuses you, that's fine. I understand that. You need to get into crypto. Now, how do you do that? All you have to do is download a wallet. They're absolutely free, folks. All right? Just look them up for yourself. There's a wallet. I've named 2 of them. The better one, in my personal opinion, for a beginner is Exodus. Hold on, I'm going to give you the exact spelling here just to let you all know, because everybody keeps asking me on Gab, I don't know, where do I go get a wallet? Exodus, EXODUS.ai, I believe, is the website. And if not, all you have to do is go right now to Google and spell Exodus and put digital wallet, and it should take you right to the goddamn website. There it is right there. Exodus.io. Download that free wallet. That wallet is not only a Bitcoin wallet, it's also an Ethereum wallet. It's Ethereum Classic wallet. It's got a plethora of different coins that you can centralize in this digital wallet. Moreover, it's got an integrated exchange in the wallet to make it that much more easier for you to move your Bitcoin into Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin into Dash, whatever the case might be. So in my personal view, folks, first thing you need to do is get a cryptocurrency wallet. Second thing you need to do is obtain crypto and hoard it. And make sure that you put that wallet on a secure computer. I mean, if you're putting this digital wallet on the computer that you go and search pornographic material with, I strongly advise you to just not do that, because you're probably going to get your goddamn crypto stolen from you, because a lot of people that travel and surf the net in nefarious websites contract a lot of viruses. It's just like a slut bag on the street, You give the skins around a little bit too much, you're going to catch something or two, And you want to keep your cryptocurrency as safe as possible. Because if you want my personal view, this cryptocurrency idea gives you, as the consumer, the ability to hold your own money, to be your own bank. For instance, right now, if you want to go and get cash, you're going to go to an ATM. And there's ATM fees, and there's transaction fees. Now you've got banks that are actually charging you a monthly fee so they can hold your money. Yeah. And you see, that's what cryptocurrency eliminates completely. No need for banks. No need for any kind of ATMs. Everything is digital. It's beautiful, and it's decentralized. There is no central bank. Unless you're talking about Ethereum and some of these other damn cryptos, and you got to be very cognizant of those. Anyway, didn't mean to go off on that tirade, but I'm just trying to plant seeds out here, folks. There's going to be genuine wealth being built in the cryptocurrency market. Let me tell you a story about a man that I know in the inner circle. I don't want to give his name away. He's part of my inner circle. Came into the inner circle, $800 he had to put into cryptocurrency. And he lost his job, didn't know what he was going to do. The man literally just traded, swing traded, pattern traded as often as he could, as much as he was awake. And since April of this year to now, this man has amassed $40,000 in cryptocurrency from $800. All right, and that's from swing pattern trading, from understanding the markets, and not to mention being a part of Ghost's inner circle. Let's just let's just be honest with that. But either way, folks, there is genuine wealth that's going to be made in the cryptocurrency market. And if you don't know nothing about pattern or swing trading, mining, or any of this other technical stuff, get a wallet and obtain crypto and hoard it. I mean, I just talked about yesterday, the first Bitcoin transaction in 2010 was a 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoins in exchange for 2 pizzas, okay, in 2010. That was the first Bitcoin transaction. Just imagine, which I guarantee you it didn't happen, but just imagine had that pizza place just held on to those 10,000 Bitcoin and held on to them till right now. You do the math, folks. 10,000 times 14,617, and that person is that rich if they would have just hoarded and kept the 10,000 Bitcoin that they had for their 2 pizzas. That's a real story. You can Google it up for yourself to see it. And I'm telling you, folks, long-term investment reigns supreme. I know I talk a lot about pattern trading. I talk a lot about swing trading, and that's because I like it. I like to do it. I like to obtain the liquidity and then move the liquidity right into long-term investment. Because that's the end goal, at least for my investment strategy, is to be able to obtain as much liquidity as possible, move that liquidity into long-term investment. Lest we forget that Warren Buffett made his billions on long-term investment. This man would invest for at least a company in at least 10 years. That's how Warren Buffett invests. 10 years at a time. He'd invest in this company for 10 years, see how the damn stock performed, and he'd either keep it or he'd move. And that's how I became a billionaire. It's as simple as that, man. I know it's hard. Believe me. In this day and age, when money literally it just burns away, in this day and age of consumption and whatnot, but you have to remain disciplined. And you have to know that just because you have this nest egg of whatever stocks, whatever crypto, and you want to delve into it to liquidate it, to buy that car, to buy that house, I would strongly caution you to just think twice. Think twice, because long-term investment reigns supreme. All right, let's get to some more crypto here. Let's get to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin Cash is $23 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Cash is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down, and we're going to see a lot of red because, folks, we're starting to see a contraction, and where's the money going? It's going into Bitcoin, and it's going into some of these altcoins. But in Bitcoin Cash, it's gone down 6.84% decrease in a 24-hour period. The current price for Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH, $1,396.80 per Bitcoin Cash. Let's go ahead and cover IOTA. Now, for you folks that did not hear my diatribe on IOTA, I'm telling you this right now, IOTA, in my view, is a pure bunch of crap, at least for a long-term investment. I know that within the past 2 months it's gone up, I don't know how many, 1,000% or whatever the hell it is, But lest we forget, the whole reason why this IOTA, symbol MIOTA, the whole reason why it's going up is because of this hype that Microsoft is backing up this particular cryptocurrency, and it's going to use it exclusively on its Microsoft Marketplace, whatever the hell that means. And I said this yesterday, but it bears repeating. I ask you this: when was the last time Microsoft made anything worth a crap within the past 15 to 20 years besides the Xbox? And you know, the bad part about it is, when they tried to create new Xboxes, they weren't as good, so now they're selling new versions of the old Xbox. I mean, that's how unoriginal Microsoft is. And like I said yesterday, it is my opinion, okay, it is my opinion that since IOTA is being backed up by Microsoft, and since Microsoft still comprises, at least on the board, 3 or 4 of the richest men in the world, and I'm talking about Bill Gates, Paul Allen, Steve Ballmer. I'm talking about these guys. I mean, in my opinion, it would behoove them to buy up this cryptocurrency themselves, to create the run on their own IOTA cryptocurrency, to make it look as if it's a competitive crypto to the top 10 cryptos in the crypto market at this point in time. And moreover, if you take a look at the damn circulating supply, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let's get to IOTA, symbol MIOTA. The current market capitalization is $11.5 billion market capitalization. Now take a look at this freaking IOTA circulating supply. 2 million. Excuse me, not million, 2 billion. 2 billion with a B. 2 billion, 779 million, 530,283 IOTA in circulation. 2.8 billion. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. 2.8 billion, and this thing's going up to $4 a goddamn crypto. That makes no sense. So that's why, in my opinion, it would behoove these billionaires that are part of Microsoft to just buy up this cryptocurrency themselves, causing an artificial scarcity to run up the price to the current price that we're seeing right now. The current price, $4.16 per IOTA. Now, in my opinion, folks, this is not a good investment for the long term. If you want to catch some of these rises, I don't blame you, but this is not a long-term investment in my view. All right, let's go ahead and get to Dash. Saw some major contraction in Dash. You can tell people are taking their profits in Dash and moving it to Bitcoin. It's more than obvious. Let's take a look at it. Dash, D-A-S-H. The current market capitalization for Dash is $5.3 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Dash is 7.7 million in circulation, a fairly decent low circulation. I mean, you don't want billions in circulation unless it's going to be the equivalent of something like a Ripple. And I don't want to get into the whole economics of Ripple, but the whole reason why it works with Ripple having like 38 billion in circulation and averaging around 20-something cents is because it is the cryptocurrency of flavor for the Japanese. It's the cryptocurrency that they all use, because if you take a look at Ripple, it's only 23 cents right now, and that's in U.S. dollars. But if you convert that to the Japanese currency, it kind of correlates with their disproportionate amount of currency that is needed to justify a dollar, a U.S. dollar in their currency. So it just fits. It just fits. That's why, you see Ripple on the top 10, because the Japanese use Ripple specifically for exchanging goods and services. Now, I know I don't cover Ripple because I don't think it's a very good long-term investment at this point. I think it's more of I think it's stabilizing because it's being used by Japan. But the reason that I bring it up is because it's got about 38 billion in circulation, and it's only about 23 cents, but it works with Japan. Japan's got a high inflation level. So if the exchange rates, for instance, USD ripples 23 cents, but in Japanese currency, I'm sure it fits very well with its economy, and that's why it's widely used. Let's continue going. Once again, Dash, 7.7 million in circulation. It's taken a hit, folks, in the past 24 hours. Dash has gone down, 9.65% decrease. The current price for Dash, symbol DASH, current price, $688.06 per Dash. All right, I mean, that's a considerable amount low. We're almost hitting $800 about 2 or 3 days ago. So you know that crypto investors are taking their profits and moving it to whatever's green right now. All right, whatever's green. Let's go ahead and get the Litecoin. Litecoin, symbol LTC. Current market capitalization for Litecoin is $5.2 billion. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 54 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, we've seen Litecoin go down 5.50% decrease in a 24-hour period. The current price for Litecoin, symbol LTC, $97.53 per Litecoin. So you're starting to see people take profits after the past several days of nothing but green out here. You're starting to see that. They're moving their crypto into whatever is green today. And let's talk about something that has gone through the roof. What have I told you guys about Monero? Let's talk about Monero. The reason that I keep bringing up Monero is because it's a mover, baby. Even though I suspect that the damn creator of the coin is a freaking brony, it's a mover. Highly volatile. And definitely a place to make profits. That's why I cover it. So let's get to it. Monero, symbol XMR. Current market capitalization for Monero is $4.2 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Monero is 15.4 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, the Monero has gone up 0.86%. Current price for Monero, symbol XMR, check this out, current price, $273.66 per Monero. I mean, good God, when I came back in episode 501, Monero was like at about $93, $94, $95. It is now $273. I'm just saying, man, you all could be profiting right now. I'm leading you to the water. Drink it. I'm just saying. I'm shooting pearls here. I'm shooting pearls. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get to EOS. We've been covering EOS as of late because of the unbelievable increases in EOS. It is finally starting to see a negative day. So let's go ahead and talk about it. EOS, current market capitalization is $2.2 billion market cap. Current circulating supply for EOS is 521 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 1.35% decrease. Current price for EOS, $4.26 per EOS cryptocurrency. I mean, good God, let's continue going, man. We're finally seeing some green after a couple of days of slight negativity in Zcash. So let's go ahead and get to Zcash, symbol ZEC. Current market capitalization for Zcash is $936 million market cap. Now, once again, the reason I like Zcash is because of the low circulation. Current circulation for Zcash, 2.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Zcash has gone up 2.31% increase. Current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, current price, $336.88 per Zcash. Now, let's go ahead and get to Quantum, folks. Quantum, you can tell people have been selling off on Quantum, taking their profits and moving it to Bitcoin and all these other altcoins. Let's go ahead and get to Quantum, symbol QTUM, symbol QTUM. Current market cap, 871 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for quantum is 73 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 9.45%. I'm telling you, that's the crypto markets, baby. And that's why I even said yesterday that quantum seems to be a day trading and pattern trading play. What I'm waiting for is once it hits that $18 threshold, I'm waiting for that run that's going to yield at least $20 to $40 instantaneously. Current price for quantum, symbol QTUM, $11.83. So it definitely took it on the teeth on that one. But that's the crypto markets, baby. It's volatile. People are willing to take their profits and move that somewhere else. Now, folks, I want to talk about another cryptocurrency that yours truly has covered, and I'm talking about salt. Salt, folks. Now, when I started covering salt, it was at $2.99, $3 and change. Let's take a look at what salt is at this point. Symbol SALT. Current market capitalization for salt is $376 million in circulation. The current circulating supply for salt is 50.5 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, folks, salt has gone up 18.49% increase in a 24-hour period. Folks, current price for salt, symbol SALT, $7.44 per salt cryptocurrency. I told you, baby, and I'm holding some of this too, and it is making my damn portfolio look great. It's making it look great, like Tony the Fruity-Ass Tiger would say. All right? Now, let me go ahead, and I want to cover another coin that I introduced to you folks yesterday, and I still think this is a good play, and it's called Funfair. Remember yesterday, folks, Funfair? I was telling you to watch this. I introduced this particular cryptocurrency to my inner circle about 3 weeks ago when it was at about $0.015. So we are generously profiting off this. If you would have listened to me and put a 40 or 50 bucker in Funfair, you would be generously profiting as well today. Let's go ahead and get the Funfair, symbol FUN. Current market capitalization for Funfair is $151 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Funfair is $4.2 billion in circulation. Now, look, I know that it's $4.2 billion, and it's a wide range circulation, but this Funfair, it could be somewhat similar to what you're seeing in Cardano. What makes Funfair more profitable in the long term as opposed to Cardano, Cardano is only being traded on Bittrex. All right? So all the run on Cardano is purely off one exchange. Funfair is at least on I would say 6 or 7 different exchanges. So you have a lot of different investors entertaining this play, and that's why you're seeing a potential Cardano situation happening for Funfair. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this cryptocurrency. This cryptocurrency is being produced based upon utilizing it as a means of currency for online gaming, based upon smart contract technology, meaning that right now, if you wanted to play some online gaming, you would have to go onto a site that was already pre-programmed and is ran by a third-party operator with the smart contract technology integrated with the gaming system. There is no casino per se. There is no house. You would basically be playing other people through the blockchain. You basically, I mean, it's literally, there's no middleman. That's what the whole smart contract technology is all about when it comes to this cryptocurrency game. And that's what the future of Funfair is. And I think that 3 cents, I think this could easily go up to a dime, 50 cents, or 15 cents, 20 cents by 2018. Very good play. Once again, take a look at it. In the past 24 hours, Funfair, from yesterday to today, folks, it's gone up 20.76% increase from yesterday when I suggested it to today. Current price for Funfair, symbol FUN, current price, 3.5 cents. 3.5 cents. It was 2 cents yesterday, folks. It was 2 cents yesterday. I was trying to let everybody in on it, get everybody the 411. I hope that you entertained it, folks. Let me go and get one more crypto, and then we're going to move on to 42, and then we're going to move on to the stocks. I want to talk about 0x. 0x, are y'all familiar with 0x here? Well, 0x is something that you might want to take a look at. I've got a small piece of it. I like the way it is. I got a piece of this last week. It's a very, very inexpensive cryptocurrency, and it's been generous since I've gotten it, so I'm letting everybody know about it right now. The symbol on this one is ZRX, symbol ZRX. The current market capitalization for 0x is $122 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply is already pre-mined. There are 500 million in circulation of 0x, symbol ZRC. In the past 24 hours, 0x has gone up 10.58% increase in a 24-hour period. The current price for symbol ZRX, 24.5 cents, folks, all right? Now, the only reason I'm giving you all these real cheap, inexpensive cryptos, because these have the potential to be 50, 100, or $1, $1.50. And wouldn't you like to be at least holding a good 300, 500, 1,000 of these if these damn things happen to go up 50 cents, 75 cents? Of course you would. So I'm just planting seeds out here, trying to let everybody know that where the crypto profits are at. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create capitalists out here. I'm trying to create capitalists. That's why I conduct this broadcast. I'm trying to create capitalists. Now, last but not least, folks, let me go ahead and get to my official coin and the Inner Circles coin. We are the spokespeople for this coin, and I'm talking about 42 coin, symbol 42. Now, for all you people that are out there that are counting the dingleberries in your shit funnel and fanning your nuts instead of actually getting some piece of 42 coin before this damn thing goes $1 million a coin, I would strongly advise you to do so, because this thing is going all the way up. Let's take a look at it, shall we? 42 coin, current circulating supply. Oh, first of all, the current market cap is already over $1 million. We're at 1.1 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply is already pre-mined. There's 42 coins in circulation, no more. 42 coins. Folks, in the past 24 hours, 42 coin has gone up 20.81%. Woo! Current price for 42 coin, folks, $28,472.70 per 42 coin. I mean, what am I telling you? This damn thing's going to be $1 million a coin, and you people that continue to try to make fun of me and try to say,
No, Ghost, I don't believe you, because I watch anime cartoons, and I'm an autistic Asperger man-child, and I don't get it. Nyeh.
That's why you are a pathetic you, and we are capitalists, boy. You understand that? $28,472.70 per 42 coin. And let me tell you, that's just based upon the limited amount of exchanges that 42 coin is on now. I can assure you that we are going to be put on major exchanges here sooner than you think. And when we're on one of these major exchanges, and I'm not going to say which one we are going to be on yet, because I'll be letting the cat out of the bag here, you're going to see this damn thing go up another 100%. You understand that? You're going to see this son of a bitch go up another 100%. So once again, folks, 42 coin, if you've never listened to me in your life about anything, by God, get a piece of 42 coin to make yourself at least a little bit of cake, baby. There's only 42 coins in circulation. This damn thing is going all the way up. I'm telling you, folks, I mean, you can only lead a horse to water, man. You can only lead a horse to water. Remember when I came back in episode 501? You know how much 42 coin was when I came back? $8,000 a coin. $8,000 a coin. And just imagine if you were some big-time crypto guy and bought a whole coin for about $8,000 and change, you'd be up. All right, you'd be up. It's $28,000 now, boy. I'm just saying. I'm trying to plant seeds, for Christ's sake. It's not like anybody's listening out there. Good God. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and segue from crypto, and let's talk a little bit about stocks, commodities. Now, we saw a little bit of a downturn once again, folks, because, we're having a little bit of uncertainty here. It's not necessarily the tax cuts that are now spooking the Wall Street investors. It's this potential government shutdown that could potentially happen this Saturday. And no one wants to be holding any stocks if there happens to be a damn government shutdown this Saturday, because that could easily take out at least 15, maybe 20% off of some major stocks. So as you can see on the charts on most stocks throughout the day, very volatile, very high, up until you get to about 1 o'clock after lunch, then everybody just sells the hell off. I mean, take a look at any chart of any stock on a day basis. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, it goes up, very volatile, then around after lunch, everybody just sells out. It just completely collapses. I've never seen such a thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrial. And once again, it's spooking investors because of this pending December 8th deadline on when the Congress needs to concoct some kind of a damn budget so that we can continue to sustain the continuity of government itself. And if we don't come up with a damn budget, well, then we're going to have a government shutdown. And that's what these damn Wall Street guys are thinking about. And lest we forget also that the American dollar is doing pretty damn good. I mean, the American dollar isn't doing too bad. I mean, it is still reigning supreme. Cash is still king. What did I tell you, folks? And not to mention, you're going to have the Federal Reserve sometime this month raising interest rates. Now, I hope that it's just another quarter point. If it's just another quarter point, it's obviously going to be easy to take as it pertains to the market interpretation of a quarter point. But anything higher than that, we could potentially see some effects on the markets and other prices of commodities, etc. So let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrial. Today, the Dow is down 39.73 points, a percentage decrease of 0.16%, closing out the Dow at 24,140.91 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. We've got the S&P 500 down slightly, 0.30% decrease, 0.30 points, 0.30 point decrease, a percentage decrease of 0.01, closing out the S&P at 2,629.27 points for the S&P 500. And then we saw some increase in the NASDAQ, folks, for whatever reason. The NASDAQ is up 14.16 points, a percentage increase of 0.21%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,776.38 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, once again, if we could get this budget thing going on and avoid a government shutdown this Saturday, I think that we're going to have some happy campers come Monday morning when it comes to the stock market. Because, folks, what did I tell you? If these tax cuts are passed, and they've obviously been passed by both the House and the Senate, we have to make sure that when they come to conference that they agree on most of the things that they put into that tax plan, and we have to make sure that that tax plan is available for the United States American taxpayer for fiscal year 2018. Because the House version of the tax bill is for 2018-2019. The Senate's version is for the 2019-2020 fiscal year, and we need those tax cuts now. But if we get those tax cuts now, which I anticipate, you could pretty much put in the bag that the majority of the blue chip stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial are going to have pretty good earnings for the next 4 quarters. And the reason is, folks, is because, first of all, the tax rate is going to go down from 35 to 39%, down to 20 to 21%. Okay, so right off the bat, they've got a whole new set of revenue that wasn't anticipated in previous fiscal year that they're going to have this year. Secondly, the kinds of write-offs and the benefits that are going to happen as it pertains to corporate tax cuts, corporate write-offs, things to that capacity, it's going to add even more. It's going to add even more money to the bottom lines to corporations, specifically blue-chip Dow Jones Industrial stocks. So in my view, folks, I think just based upon the tax cut itself, and then, of course, we're getting all kinds of new employment. We're getting companies coming back to America thanks to the Make America Great Again economic policy of Donald Trump. Everybody's going to have money in their pocket. It's proof. The proof is in the GDP growth, folks. We're already at 3% GDP, and if you want my opinion, if we can get these damn tax cuts in fiscal year 2018, I would not be surprised to see 5, potentially 6% GDP growth, which is something that I don't think the damn America has seen since the Roaring 20s. And I think it's more than possible. We just have to make it happen, and we have to make sure that this swamp in D.C. doesn't do anything to try to deter the success that's destined for the United States people because of the Make America Great Again economic policy. So once again, folks, if you want my opinion, if you save so much money per month, let's say you have so much income and you're only going to save about $200 a month, instead of traditionally putting that in a savings account, what you should do is open up a brokerage account, and when you open up that brokerage account, deposit that $200 in that brokerage account every month and value invest. I talk about value investing strategy. This is something everybody should do, even if you don't even understand the stock market. And what I'm strongly advising people to do is take almost any stock in the Dow Jones Industrial, because the Dow Jones Industrial is only a little over 30 companies. And the reason that they're in that index is because they're the biggest companies in the United States. So typically right now, folks, because of the tax cuts, because of the economic growth that we're seeing in America, you could literally throw a dart at a board full of the Dow Jones Industrial companies, and whatever that dart lands on, you could probably invest in it and value invest in it. Now, what do I say by that? What do I mean by that? That means every month that you save that $200, you buy one given stock that you have researched, you've done your due diligence, and that you want to obtain. Now, a second piece of advice is that you want to not just obtain stocks and obtain blue chip stocks. You want to obtain stocks, especially in a value investing strategy. You want to get stocks that pay a high yield dividend. A high yield dividend. Now, a dividend, folks, is a stock that actually pays you for holding and owning the stock. Typically what happens in high yield dividend stocks is every quarter the company will send you a certain amount of money per stock that you own of that company every quarter. So you're getting a twofer as it pertains to investing when you invest in high-yield dividend stocks. If you get a high-yield dividend stock and the stock goes up, well, the net worth of the value of the stock goes up, and moreover, you get paid every quarter for every stock you own of that company. So that's why I'm trying to tell everybody right now, this is how the big wigs do it. This is how people who have net worth do it. And lest we forget, folks, that let's say you invest $200 in whatever stock, and it's a great stock, and after about 3 or 4 years, you've amassed a pretty good portion of blue chip stock in whatever you were invested in. Now, just because you own that stock doesn't mean you have to sell the stock to obtain the profits necessary so that you can, reap the rewards of your investment strategy. No, You know that banks will actually take stock as collateral for secured loans. So, for instance, if you want a loan for a house, you want a loan for a new business, you want a loan for something that is going to acquire more assets, you can go to the bank and say, hey, bank, I want some money, and take a look at this. I've amassed this humongous portfolio of this huge blue chip stock. How much money are you willing to lend me for all this blue chip stock I got? I mean, this is how you have to work out your life, folks. This is how capitalists think. And look, just because you take a loan out for a big amount doesn't mean you should go out and spend it on a trip to Hawaii. You have to continuously have your money working for you. I'm telling you this, I'm just trying to plant seeds here. Anyway, let's get to commodities before I get too long-winded, folks. But once again, this is how you have to think. Because no one is going to give you anything. That's the problem. That's the difference between us capitalists and everybody who wants to be a communist and a socialist. People that are communists and socialists think that there's going to be some fairy godmother, some communist fairy godmother that comes out of the sky and waves a fruity little wand, and this person's going to get everything that they've ever wanted. That's not how life works. You see, the difference between capitalists and everybody else is that everybody else hopes and believes and wishes things happen to them. They think that things are going to happen to them. While capitalists, us, we go out and we make things happen. That's the difference. Do you understand? That's the difference. Capitalists don't piss and moan about, oh, I don't have enough. Oh, that's not fair. And, oh, somebody needs to pay. And, oh, we need socialism. Bull crap. Capitalists go out and we make things happen. We make things happen. I mean, do you know, look, I don't want to go too esoteric and too, I don't want to be too occult here. Okay, because I don't like covering this because it turns a lot of people off, and people are like, oh my God, I don't want to hear about the occult. I don't want to hear about any of this stuff. But let's be honest. What is capitalism? Capitalism is magic. Because what is money, in essence? Money is paper. And now money is digital algorithms. It's blockchains now with cryptocurrency. Money isn't won or lost. It's simply transferred. It's magic. Now, how does a capitalist manifest what they want to do in life into reality? Why do you think, let's just take a step back for instance. Let's say you are a capitalist and you want something to happen in your life. How are you going to manifest it into this reality? Well, you have to design it, right? I mean, whenever you want to build a building, you have to go to an architect, which draws meticulously the building and what it's going to be made out of and the exact measurements and so on and so forth. That's the same thing you have to do, folks. You've got to write down. You know, if you've got a whiteboard, get yourself a whiteboard. Put what you want to do on a two-dimensional plane, because that's what you're doing, and that's what the architect does when he or she creates a building. I mean, they have to draw it. You have to manifest it on a two-dimensional plane so that you can conjure it up into this third dimension. And that's what you have to do, folks. You have to write down. You have to draw whatever it is that you want to do. You have to have it planned out. You have to write it. You have to think it. You have to believe it. And then once you conjure it up, once it's down on paper, then it's up to you to make that and manifest that into reality. I mean, why do you think the elites have such a fixation with the arts? Did you read that there was an art piece. I forgot who the hell it was supposed to be sold. $65 million for a piece of art? Why do you think that these elites are so fascinated by art? They're fascinated because they look at it in the 2 dimension, and it manifests something in them in the 3rd dimension. Because we're in a 3-dimensional realm here. You understand this, right? We're in a 3-dimensional realm. I mean, the only way that anything is conjured up into this reality is if it's put on a 2-dimensional plane. You can't build a building just by thinking about it. You can't conjure up plans to architect anything, to build anything, without putting it down on a 2-dimensional plane. And folks, whatever it is that you want to do, put it down on paper. Write it down, draw it, whatever. And then look at it and see if it's for real or it isn't. Because if it's on a 2-dimensional plane, it's not in your silly ass head. And when you're on this 2-dimensional plane reading and looking and understanding what it is that you want to do, then you can meticulously be your own critic without being so goddamn hard on yourself in your mental capacity. So with that being said, folks, I'm just giving you a little bit of advice. If you want to make things happen, the first thing you need to do is think about what you want. Then you've got to put it down on a 2-dimensional plane. And it is as detailed and as meticulous as possible. And then once it's on that 2-dimensional plane, it's up to you to manifest that into reality. Because you are the architect. You and your life are what you are building. And if you're just going to sit there and hope somebody builds your temple for you, well, you've got another thing coming, son. You've got another thing coming. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry I didn't mean to go off on that esoteric stuff, but I'm just trying to plant seeds out here. We got a lot of people living in freaking cartoon world. You know, we got a lot of people that are, think that, they should be treated with kid gloves because they have a label like autism or Asperger's. And to be honest with you, they need to be slapped into reality as far as I'm concerned. All right? There's no reason why anyone can't do what they want to do. The only reason people can't do what they want to do is because of themselves, and it's because they themselves are disciplined. They're not ambitious. They're not someone who understands that no one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and make things happen. Instead, they'd rather live in an avatar-based game system. Haven't you noticed that?
I want to play my video games. Oh, my God, I'm going to play my video games and live in this stupid, pathetic, freaking avatar-based world, for Christ's sake.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, folks, I know I'm supposed to go through the markets. I went off on a tirade there. Let's get to energy. WTI sweet crude, folks, is up 18 cents today, a percentage increase of 0.32%. Closing out WTI at $56.54 per WTI sweet crude barrel. We've got Brent crude also up today, 21 cents, a percentage increase of 0.34%, closing out Brent crude at $61.41 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline up, folks, 0.40%. We've got natural gas down today, 0.51%. And heating oil, what did I tell you? This is a play. Heating oil is a play every winter, folks, for an extra couple of bucks. I mean, try to invest in heating oil next year in an ETF play or some kind of capacity. I'm telling you, it always gets cold, man. And people up north, people in the Midwest, they use heating oil to heat up their homes. All right? It's an every year play. I'm telling you. Watch it. I'm telling you. Heating oil is up 0.40%. Let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Gold is down 60 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.05%. closing out gold at $1,265.50 per troy ounce of gold. We got silver up today, 4 cents, a percentage increase of 0.25%, closing out silver at $16 even. Copper is up today, 0.25%, and platinum is up 0.22%. And, these metals, I think, are ripe for buying right now. They are ripe for buying, in my view. Anyway, we're now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you all, please, spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that right now we are live on the True Capitalist Radio Show, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks, all right? That's my only social media that I mess with. I am not a part of those Silicon Valley oligarch social media sites, these anti-free speech media sites. They're a bunch of crap, all right? Gab is one of the last bastions of free speech, and I'm there. So go ahead and follow me on there. Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And I am verified on Gab, boy. I am verified on Gab. And once again, I'd like to ask you all, please spread it around like wildfire. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to all the social media sites and post this link. All right? I mean, the whole reason why this broadcast is literally listened to by hundreds of thousands of people throughout the world is because of you and the organic spread of these links. So please, if you could be so kind, spread these links around like wildfire, all right? Spread these links around like wildfire. Anyway, let me go ahead and go over agriculture, and then we're going to go ahead and get to Gab Shout Outs. Let's get to grains here. Corn down 0.28%. Now, before I read the agriculture commodity percentages, decreases, and increases, I want to remind you what I told you at the beginning of the show, that the dollar is increasing in value. And when you see a dollar increase, you would traditionally see a decrease in commodities. And if you take a look at the commodities, that's exactly what is happening right here now. Let's go ahead and get to grains. Corn is down 0.28%. Wheat is down 0.35%. Oats is down 0.30%. Rough rice is down 1.18%. Soybean is down 0.07%. Soybean oil is down 0.12%. And canola is down 0.26%. What did I tell you, baby? All red. Why? Because the dollar is increasing in value. Let's continue going. Let's get to the softs. Cocoa is continuing its downfall. It is down 1.35%. We've got coffee.
Hey, dude, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid fruit bowl, all right? And by the way, I want to take this opportunity to remind everybody, boycott Starbucks. You understand me? Boycott Starbucks. I mean, that leftist, pro-goddamn immigrant piece of crap company, boycott Starbucks. Anyway, coffee is down 1.02%. Sugar! It is down 3.02% for sugar. Orange juice is down 2.68%. Cotton is up modestly, 0.29%. We've got lumber up 0.45%, rubber is down 0.44%, and ethanol is down 3.02% decrease. Good God. Let's get to livestock, shall we? Live cattle down, folks, 1.04%. although you couldn't tell that because of the holiday prices they have on this goddamn beef out here. I'm serious. I mean, beef is like gold, for Christ's sake, because it's the holidays! It's the holidays! Anyway, live cattle is down 1.04%. We've got cattle feeder down 1.22%. And the lean hog, baby, is down 2.20% on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, folks, we're going to go ahead and get to Gab Shout Outs. And for you folks that are unaware, all you have to do is repost the first post on my Gab account. And it's the post that states, True Capitalist Radio now live, listen in. The post again is True Capitalist Radio now live, listen in. No, not repost it, like the post. If you like the post, I will give you a Gab shout out. If you like the post, all right? Hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Gab shout outs to be had out here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. Who do we got here? We got Shy Guy Mask, Samuel Summers. We've got Al Franken Touch Ghost's wife. Yeah, shut up, you stupid moron. We got CDI fan, Mr. Mark in the house. More forklift Korfman, more forklift Korfman? Are you talking about that fat brat? Damn it! Why don't you leave Roy Moore alone, you sorry sack of crap? I bet you are paid by the DNC to say that crap on my goddamn show. Trying to besmirch Roy Moore, huh? Why don't you take a look at the Democratic Party here, huh? Look at John Conyers over here. Look at Al Franken over here. Piece of crap. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? We've got Pickles the drummer. What's going on? We got Hard Forked and Rice Patties. Hard Forked and Rice Patty! Get out! Get out of that crap! Damn it! Look! I want to be honest with your asses. You're lucky I'm even here today. I'm doing a back-to-back show. I don't like doing back-to-back shows because I don't think you autistic Asperger pukes deserve it. So you all keep this up. You keep besmirching my show on Gab and see what the hell happens to you pieces of crap. Jesus Christ. I'm warning you. I'm warning all of you. You all are in hot water with me, you piece of crap. All of you. You're in hot water with me. Give me the mic. Give me that freaking mic, man. I'm warning you, assholes, man. I'm warning you, assholes. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? Electric Ghost Orchestra, asshole. We got Edgar Shield, Evan Grayson. Now, there's Tub Guy. I haven't seen you in a while there, Tub Guy. 40 Jew Coin. 40 Jew Coin? You shove it up your ass, you goddammit! You stick your 40 Jew Coin up your ass, man! How dare you! How dare you, man! You assholes want me to end the broadcast early, don't you, huh? 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 You want me to end the damn broadcast early, don't you, you piece of crap? Give me a mic! God damn it. Yeah, you keep this up, man. Yeah, you keep this up. Jesus Christ, you keep this up and see what the hell happens. You see what the hell happens. Anyway, man, Jesus Christ. I mean, you know what? And I want to be honest with you, man. I've stopped drinking here recently, and that's getting to me a little bit. I'm going to be honest, okay? I mean, you listen to these damn online trolls. They get to you, and they make you want to have a drink. But you see, I'm trying to be responsible here. All right. I know I've been drinking a lot. I've been intaking copious amounts of alcohol, so I'm trying to stop. And what I'm doing right now, look at this. I got a glass of water. I got a glass of spring water that I'm drinking. And you know what I wish I had? I wish I had a beer! I wish I had more beer! God! Look, just shut up. All of you on goddamn Gab, just shut up, man. Man, I wish that was beer, man. I wish that was damn beer. Anyway, what a horrible time to stop drinking, man. Who else do we have here? We got Michael J. Albin and the Forks. You son of a bitches! Shut up, you stupid, dumb troll terrorist piece of crap! I know what you mean by that! I know what you mean by that! I'm gonna end this broadcast, man. I'm not even joking around. I'm gonna end this broadcast. I'm not even joking around. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know how much longer I can take this crap. Give me the freaking mic. Give me your goddamn mic, man. Jesus Christ, man. And look, stop! Look at my Gab! Look at my Gab right now! They're sending me pictures of alcohol! They're sending me pictures of alcohol! Screw you, you sons of bitches! I'm trying to stop drinking! I'm trying to stop drinking, for Christ's sake! Oh. Look at my Gab! They're gabbing me pictures of booze, for Christ's sake! Stop it! Just stop! I don't want to take a drink! I don't want to take a drink! I don't want to take a drink! I can't take this crap from you trolls, man! I can't take it! I can't take it, man. Oh my God, I can't take this, man. I'm tired of these trolls! My show is serious business, man. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. My show is serious goddamn business, man. And the only reason that no one takes my show serious is because of you. It's because of you, trolls. It's because of you! And what the hell kind of beer is this? Hebrew? Look at my Gab. What is this, Jewish beer? I mean, what the hell is this made out of? Matzo balls? I mean, shut up! I want to quit this show, and I want to quit it right now! Oh God! I'm just so tired. I can't take this anymore, man. I can't. I just. You know what? Give me the mic. I've had enough. You know what? No more Gab Shout Outs. And I'm not paying attention to Gab because you ungrateful pricks keep gabbing me alcohol, and I'm trying to stop drinking. Do you assholes know that ever since I changed this show from True Conservative Radio to True Capitalist Radio. I've been drinking every day since then. I've been drinking every day for almost 10 years straight, okay? And I know that I've probably done some permanent damage to my body, and I know that I need to stop, at least stop for a little bit. I need to stop, I know! But I can't believe that just no one's appreciative. I mean, no one understands, man. This is hard for me. This is hard. I'm not paying attention to Gab. And stop gabbing me alcohol. I'm trying to stop drinking here, man. God! I'm not paying attention. Get this crap off. I'm not paying attention to Gab anymore, man. I'm not paying attention to Gab out here, for Christ's sake. These people are pissing me off, and they have no appreciation. They have no appreciation of all the passion and all the fury and the straight political dope that I bring on this show. I give out millions, and I mean millions of dollars of information, and nobody cares. I'm done. Shut up. Everybody on Gab, just shut up. Everybody on Gab, just shut up. I'm not paying attention to Gab anymore, man. Oh, man, I'm sorry, folks. I try to make the goddamn show a little interactive, man, and this is what I get all the time. I just need to calm down, man. I'm sorry, folks. I know there's a lot of people that listen to this broadcast for the straight political dope, for the commentary. And I'm just trying, I'm trying to do my thing, man. I'm shooting pearls to people. It just nobody gives a crap. It just no one cares. No one gives two rats' asses, man.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm going to move on, folks. I'm going to talk about Donald Trump, all right? I'm talking about President Trump, all right? That makes me feel better, all right? Instead of these useless pieces of digital trash out here, these goddamn troll terrorist, aspie, autistic pieces of man-child crap that plagues the internet. All right? I'm going to talk a little bit about Donald Trump, man. Now, the reason I want to talk about Donald Trump is because what everybody's talking about here today, all right? Everybody's triggered because Donald Trump is recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Now, what I like about Trump doing this is that Trump did something without actually having to do anything. I mean, he's literally trolling the Islamic terrorist world. He's literally trolling the Euro cucks that want to do, integrate themselves with the Islamic world. He's literally trolling everybody. Because let me explain something to you, and especially to some of you triggered white supremacists and white nationalists that are out here saying, God damn it, Trump, you're a Zionist. Take a step back for a second, all right? Take a step back for a second and just hear me out. What Trump did here, by just publicly announcing that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, is basically saying in a public amplified setting what had already been passed into law back in 1995 and reinforced by the Senate about a year and a half ago. The Congress has already recognized Jerusalem
as the capital of Israel. The Congress has already voted on this in 1995. The Senate reinforced it about a year and a half ago. So all Donald Trump is doing is saying what is already on the books, but amplifying it in a very public setting. Now, that's one thing, because to be honest, folks, it's already recognized by the Congress. No one has actually come out and say it. And now you got all these triggered assholes. I can't believe it. Why are you doing this? Oh my God. You're triggering me. The Jews and the Zionists. Richard Spencer, where are you? We need Richard Spencer here. We need fruity ass Richard Spencer here. I mean, he didn't do anything. He didn't sign any executive orders. He didn't put anything down on paper. All right, he basically said what Congress said back in 1995 and reinforced by the Senate about a year and a half ago. He just amplified that on television. That's all he did. Now, secondly, in this announcement of recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital, which was already recognized by Congress in 1995 and reinforced by the Senate a year and a half ago, he said that he plans on moving the United States Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Now, folks, I know this triggers everybody. I know that the Islamic world is all uppity, and you've got these Yehudis all over the Middle East talking about days of rage and talking about all this crap. I mean, everybody's all pissed off in the Arab world. But let's be honest, he didn't do anything. I mean, Donald Trump just said something. He did nothing. He did nothing. Do you understand that we have a U.S. consulate in Jerusalem right now? And if Donald Trump was really serious about all this that he just announced today, don't you think that he could have easily just taken off the U.S. consulate sign off of the U.S. consulate in Jerusalem and just put a U.S. embassy sign? I mean, don't you think he would have been, that would have been the easiest thing to do. I mean, if he was truly serious about bringing in the U.S. embassy into Jerusalem, he would have easily done that today and literally pissed off the Middle Eastern community. And I mean, we would be seeing suicide bombings today had Trump did that. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. As a matter of fact, you know what Trump did? As a matter of fact, it was blue tie Trump. Just letting y'all know. Just saying. You know what Trump said? He says, we're going to plan on moving the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And you know, that planning process could take potentially after 2020. And we all know that anything on a government or bureaucratic level that's planned in a long-term capacity like that typically kind of gets kicked the can down the road and typically never happens. I mean, take a look at Brexit. Take a look at Brexit for an example. So, I mean, let's be honest here, folks. All Donald Trump did was troll the world. I mean, he trolled the world, and I think that this is brilliant. I mean, all he did was reinforce what Congress said back in 1995 and was reinforced by the Senate a year and a half ago, and he just amplified what the Congress has passed, and he said that, yeah, we're going to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and that's all a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my French. If he was for real about this, he would have just taken the goddamn U.S. consulate, the U.S. consulate that's already in Jerusalem, take that sign off and put in a U.S. embassy sign on the U.S. consulate. I mean, why do we have to wait till 2020 and beyond for this planning process to transfer the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem? Because it's all a negotiating tactic, you morons. It's the art of the deal. And here you got you dumbass white supremacists out here, which, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? the reason I don't like white supremacists is because they're just as idiotic as Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Okay? I mean, I'm not joking around. I mean, I find it hilarious that these white nationalists, white supremacists, they always talk about white power, white this, white that. What white are you talking about? Because if you're talking about National Socialist Germany, hey, buddy, that's long gone now, buddy. Take a look at Germany. It's being overran by a bunch of Yehudis, and there being a bunch of Eurocucks about it, letting these Yehudis bang their broads. Okay? All right? And not to mention, what else is incorporated in that white? Are you talking about Irish? I guarantee you're not talking about the Irish when you talk about white power, huh? Because the Irish, with all due respect to my Irish brethren, were the black people of Europe. The black people of Europe. Everybody hated them. They thought they were dumb. They thought they were stupid. So, obviously, Adolf Hitler's SS Germany wouldn't encompass the Irish in that white power umbrella. Do you think that Germany would encompass the Czechs in that particular umbrella of white power? No. Do you think that Germany would encompass the Polish in that particular umbrella? No. Do you think that Hitler's Germany would encompass the Slavs, the Russians? No! And you know something? The majority of the people that are out here touting all this white supremacist horse shit, excuse my French, all right? The people that are advocating all this white supremacist crap, they have last names that are Polack, that are Irish, that are Slavic, that would, I mean, literally, if Hitler was still Fuhrer, these people would be in the ovens with whoever the hell else was in the ovens, because I'm telling you, Hitler's Germany didn't like you. And yet, every one of these white nationalists and these, white supremacists and national socialists, they all try to wear the SS and they wear the freaking swastika, and they've got last names like with Polack and Russian and Slavic and Irish and all these different types of last names, not knowing that Hitler would have thrown them into the oven as well. So the reason I gave that diatribe about white supremacists is because I saw all these stupid idiot white supremacists out here talking about how all of a sudden President Trump is a Zionist and that he's doing the deeds for Israel and that, I mean, all this garbage when Donald Trump didn't do crap. Donald Trump didn't do anything. He just said something. That's all he did today. He didn't do any actions. I mean, he just said, "Hey, I'm recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel." Okay, that's hey, and Congress voted on this in 1995. It's just no president had the balls to say it. And then when he, in that same statement, he's talking about moving the embassy, the United States Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Folks, if he was really serious about that, all he would have to do, and I'm going to say it again, is take down the sign at the U.S. consulate in Jerusalem, take down that sign, and put up U.S. Embassy in that same building. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, you stupid white supremacists that are out here getting your goddamn panties in a bunch? Do you understand what I'm telling you? This is a negotiating chip in an attempt to try to at least somewhat dissolve the situation that has been going on in the Middle East for the past 30, 40 years. I mean, do you understand? Stupid idiot white supremacist, man. You're just as stupid as goddamn Antifa and Black Lives Matter. You're ridiculous. And you know what? What's funny about it is that I don't even know why you white supremacists are even on the right side of the political spectrum. Most of you assholes are socialists. I mean, you want what Antifa wants. You want what Black Lives Matter wants. I mean, I don't even know why you're on our side, you white supremacist, white nationalist. You want to be socialist. What's the difference between you and Antifa? Nothing. You just wear different uniforms and you cut your hair a different way. That's it. You all want socialism. So that's why I'm saying, folks. That's what I'm saying. For all you people that are calling President Trump a Zionist, you people are idiots. You don't know foreign policy, and that's why you're shining shoes or whatever the hell you're doing for a living and not conducting yourself in any kind of foreign policy or political capacity. Once again, I want to remind you stupid, dumbass, white supremacists that are out here bashing my president that President Trump didn't do anything. He just said something that the Congress voted on to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and he said that he's going to make plans to take the embassy that's in Tel Aviv and put it in Jerusalem, and that could take till after 2020. If he was really serious about this, we have a U.S. consulate in Jerusalem that he could easily change the sign today. He could have told them, hey, take down the U.S. consulate sign. All right, take down the U.S. consulate sign and put in U.S. embassy. We're now officially having a U.S. embassy in Israel. And you know what? He didn't do it. Why? Because it was all talk. It was blue-type Trump. Wake up, man. You people are idiots. Anyway, look, I hope that you all understand what I'm saying when it comes to President Trump and this Jerusalem situation, all right? He didn't do anything. It's all talk, morons. I mean, you understand what he did by doing this? He trolled the world by pissing off all his enemies, and he made every Jew in Israel heel kick for nothing. I mean, because Donald Trump didn't do anything. He just said something. That's it. People are idiots, man. I'm telling you, white supremacists make me sick. You know that? And not to mention, okay, who's your leadership, white supremacists, you stupid scumbags? Who was your leader back when World War II and all that Third Reich crap? A Jew. Hitler was a Jew, you stupid morons. Just like all your current leadership in your white nationalist movement are all Jewish, all right? So, with all due respect, aside from you white supremacists and neo-Nazis and white nationalists all wanting to be socialists just like Antifa, now you can't be led by anybody that isn't Jewish. I'm just saying. And people are saying, oh, Hitler wasn't Jewish, you subversive shill. Are you kidding me? Do you even know Hitler's history? Do you know when he took power, you know that he turned his childhood town into a goddamn grenade launching dump? And why would he do that? Because he wanted to eliminate any remnants of him being Jewish. Do you understand? He killed all of his goddamn teachers that could potentially finger him as a Jew, you stupid moron. I mean, what did Saddam Hussein do when he was being pursued by the United States? He went back to his hometown of Tikrit. So I'm just saying, man, all right? And not to mention, let's take a look at some of your leadership out here, like this idiot Weave. This merchant-looking idiot that is like, he had a stupid website, the Daily Stormer or some crap, and he's admitted that he's a Bavarian Jew on his Plenty of Fish goddamn profile when he was looking for some poontang. He also admitted that he was a Bavarian Jew in a freaking interview while he was on trial for that ridiculous, stupid iPad hacking or whatever the hell he's freaking did. I mean, look at this guy. This guy is a Jew. This guy is a Jew, and you people are following him. And yeah, hey, Weave, yeah, white power, dude, yeah. And what is he doing? He's collecting her shekels, huh? Give me a freaking break. You people are idiots. That's why I'm saying, that's why you don't hear me say any kind of white supremacist, white nationalist, any of this stuff. Because they're just as idiotic and just as ignorant as Antifa and Black Lives Matter. They make no sense. They have no end goal. They're just a bunch of habitual bitchers. That's all they are. I mean, take a look at Richard Spencer, for Christ's sake. How the hell did this guy become the goddamn leader of the white nationalist movement? This guy is obviously a homosexual. He has no qualms about promoting homosexuality on his Twitter. All right? And, you know, not that I have anything against that. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I'm just trying to highlight to you white supremacists, you're no different than these damn Antifa idiots. I mean, do y'all remember that one idiot, Christopher Cantwell? Christopher Cantwell, this guy that was interviewed by Vice. You know, he's trying to make himself look all mean. He got a skinhead going on and showing guns. They're like, yeah, you know, we're gonna go out there and we get any resistance, we're gonna shoot. We're not afraid. You know, I'm Christopher Cantwell, I'm badass white supremacist. You know what I mean? And then he goes down to Charlottesville. And then realizes that all that ridiculous propaganda that he helped propagandize himself via Vice probably put him in the current legal situation that he's in. And did y'all see Christopher Cantwell, like right before he turned himself in to the police? He was crying like a pussy. He was crying like a pussy. Huh? Crying like a little bitch pussy. And admitting, like, man, we say a lot of things online, man. I mean, we just say a lot of things online. This is your leadership! So, you know, don't come at me, white supremacist, as if I'm the one with the effing problem. You are the one with the problem. You have no leg to stand on. I mean, do you understand that there were wars for thousands of years in Europe between white people? You understand that, right? The French were at war with the English. You know, they were at war with the Austrian-Hungarians. We're at war with the... I mean, you understand this, right? Do you understand this? What white are you talking about? And look, somebody's saying the end goal of white nationalism is to create a white ethno-state. What white? What white? German? What, Polak? Czech? Irish? What white are you talking about? You're just as ignorant as Black Lives Matter, because I would ask Black Lives Matter, what black are you talking about? Because I know for a fact that black folk have an internal racial situation within their own community between dark skin and light skin. Dark skin and light skin. And you see, that's what I would ask them. What black are you talking about, boy? Just like I'm asking you, white supremacists, what white are you talking about? You don't know. You have no goddamn idea. And by the way, you all need to take a look at a lot of your last names, white supremacists. All right? If you don't have a German last name, then you're contradicting yourself. So I'm just saying. Anyway, folks, let me move on, all right? Nordic German white. Nordic German white. Okay, great. How many of these are left, huh? How many Nordic German white people are left thanks to Angela Merkel and the European Union, assholes? Huh? I'm asking you this because, you know, y'all are all about Nordic and Germanic white bloodlines. Your bloodline is being wiped out right now by the invasion of this refugee situation. And what are you all doing? You're sitting here jerking off in America, pissing and moaning, just like a goddamn Antifa and Black Lives Matter idiot. If you all were really serious, you'd all go out there and help your fellow bloodline out there prevent themselves from going extinct. But no, you know what you're doing? You're here, you're listening to me, you're flapping your fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard, claiming you're a white nationalist when you're nothing but some fat, pimple-faced, freckle-faced beaten stepchild living in a basement somewhere. So give me a break. Anyway, folks, look, I didn't mean to get on this big diatribe about this, but it needs to be said, man. It needs to be said, because as much as I hate Antifa and Black Lives Matter and these race hustlers on the left and all this other nonsense, man, as much as I hate those assholes, I don't like these idiot white nationalist, white supremacist peeps. They make no sense. They make no sense. They make no sense because, look, if you cared about Germanic and Nordic races in the bloodline, go to Europe! Go to Europe! They could use your help instead of you bitching and moaning here in America on the internet! Go save your bloodline! You gutless cowards! Go save your bloodline! Oh, yeah, we want to save the Normatic and the German race, and yeah. It's being wiped out, you idiots! That communist specter of the European Union is wiping out the Nordic German race! So, just by that logic, I'm calling you out. You don't care about your bloodline. You care about yourself and your self-righteousness and how cool you look because you have Nazis or something in your goddamn profile. Give me a freaking break. And look, I got somebody saying, well, there's Germanic people in the United States, Ghost. Yeah, I know. I know there are, okay? But let's be honest. You want to know what there is more of? There are more Scottish and Irish people in this country as it pertains to white than German, okay? And the German people at one time were all rounded up and concentrated, and we kept them out here in Texas, Crystal City. That's why a lot of the German people settle out here in Texas. We got a lot of German influence in Texas. But what I'm telling you is you people that are out here that are thinking that you're so badass white supremacist, badass white nationalist, German, Nazi, SS, all this crap, Europe, right now, the yoke of your bloodline is being wiped the hell out, and all you dumbasses do is follow a bunch of Jews like weave in America just so that you could get your balls feeling funny in the pants without doing any goddamn thing. Not doing anything. All right? Without doing anything. So, yeah, you know what? Keep following Richard Spencer, who's a Russian agent. Keep following Weave, who is a Bavarian Jew. Keep listening to the Daily Shoah, who, married a Jew. Keep going. Just keep doing it, baby, all right? Keep going. All right? You're idiots. You're no different than Black Lives Matter. You're no different than goddamn Antifa. So anyway, and look, people, now they're saying that America's white blood is tainted now. Oh, okay. All right. America's white blood is tainted right here. All right. White blood in America is tainted by Celtic, Mediterranean, African, Native Indian. So, I'm not disagreeing with this guy. I'm not disagreeing with this guy. Why don't you tell your fellow white supremacist this? All right? So why don't you go tell your fellow white supremacist this, Rusty? All right, that white blood in America is tainted. That's what I'm saying. If they really cared, why don't you go to Sweden right now? Why don't you go to Germany? Why don't you go to one of these countries that could use your muscle? You're not going to do anything about it because you're a gutless coward. That means nothing, that stands for nothing, and the only reason that you idiots put all this Nazi crap in memes and in your profile and all this crap is just to make yourself feel better like these idiots do on the left. Why do you think these idiots on the left always put things to troll people on the right, like, you know, these videos of these pansexuals and these omnisexual. Why do you think they do that? They're doing that to troll you morons. Anyway, look, once again, POTUS, United States, Donald Trump recognizes Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and once again, this means nothing, okay? I mean, all he did was say a few words that was already established in a 1995 passed congressional bill and was reinforced by the Senate a year and a half ago. He's not saying anything that isn't already recognized by the government. And secondly, this whole idea that he's going to move the United States Embassy from Tel Aviv to Israel, from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, if he was really serious about that, he would have just taken the U.S. consulate that's already there and tell them to change the sign from U.S. consulate to United States Embassy. And, I mean, if he was really serious about it, but folks, this was all talk. This was all talk. Much like most of you white supremacists are, all talk, okay? Anyway, let's move on, for Christ's sake. We got other things to talk about. We got a potential government shutdown coming this Saturday, December 8th, because, you know, the Democrats, they seem to be crying over spilt milk because they're a minority and really can't get any of their stupid communist socialist agenda done. So what they're going to try to do is be obstructionist and not approve a budget before the deadline. The deadline is December 8th. I was under the impression that they were going to temporarily try to pass something until the end of the month to try to continue to debate on this budget, but it doesn't seem that that's going to happen, and I would be strongly concerned if I were each and every one of you American citizens out here. I'm concerned. I would like for you all to call your congressman, call your senator, and tell them that they cannot shut down the government this Saturday. Because there is no reason for it. At least the last time when Ted Cruz tried to shut down the government, there was a reason. There was a reason for it. There is no reason here. The Democrats are just being obstructionists, and that's all they've got. That's the only card they have to play, because the Democratic Party is crumbling from within. And you can see it. All the old guard is being pushed aside, and if you want my opinion, you take a look at the new blood that's in the Democratic Party. I don't think that there's much competition. We need new blood in the right, on the right wing of the political spectrum, because most of the folks on the left are a bunch of lunatics, and they look wide-eyed, they look like they're on psychotropic drugs, and I tell everybody that listens to me, whenever you see somebody talking on the news, whenever you see somebody talking to you in real life, take a look at their pupils. And if their pupils are wide, then they are under the influence of some kind of psychotropic drug. And they are not in their right minds. They are not in their right minds. So that's why anytime I see somebody on the television talking and saying irrational things, passing them off as rational, I take a look right at their pupils, man. And if they're dilated, then they're on some brain-altering psychotropic drugs. But, folks, I would strongly advise you guys to call your congressman, call your senator, and tell them that we cannot have a government shutdown this Saturday. I mean, we just can't do it, man. I mean, we're on a very, very precarious footing in the international community right now. The last thing we would need is a government shutdown to drop our defenses. And, by the way, if this shutdown does happen, this proves that the Democrats are anti-American trash. They hate this country, and they'll do anything to destroy, hurt, or damage this country in any way. So once again, this Saturday, potential government shutdown because of no negotiated budget. So keep your eye out for that, folks. And that's another reason why you've got people in Wall Street a little skittish about holding anything for the weekend. Well, let's take a transition into some funny news. You all remember me talking about a representative by the name of Al Green? That's unfortunately from Texas. This guy literally looks like a throwback in evolution. He looks like a goddamn caveman, for heaven's sake. Well, this idiot, I guess he smells the blood in the water and recognizes that the leadership of the Democratic Party may be up for grabs sooner than later. He's trying to make himself look like some valiant ultra-liberal by initiating impeachment papers in the House of Representatives. Now, because this idiot initiated this, they had to vote on whether or not they were going to impeach or pass this bill to begin the process of impeaching the president. Well, I guess impeachment so easy a caveman can do it. Al Green failed horribly, only able to get 53 people from the House of Representatives on his side to vote for this bill. Over 340 congressmen voted against impeachment, and this included a lot of Democrats, and this just goes to show you that as much as you leftist, Antifa, Hollywood, all you damn liberal pieces of scumbag trash want, it's never going to happen. This president is not going to be impeached, all right? And Robert Mueller and his corrupt political weapon of a special counsel will be exposed for the corrupt criminal enterprise that it is. So you people need to realize this is a Make America Great Again policy, man. We are not stopping. Those of us that are seriously on the Trump train, we're going to take this and we're going to run with it. We're going to continue to be politically serious because we recognize this. Trump's election as president is America's last stand. It's our last stand to show that this is a government made for the people and by the people. And just because we had so many people on the Trump train that the system had to crack and had to allow Trump into the presidency, as you can see, take a look at every mechanism of government institution they're trying to throw at Donald Trump in an attempt to remove him from office. Take a look at all the negativity in the media, Hollywood, deep state, the institutional bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. They're doing everything they can to nullify the people's vote because that's what Donald Trump represents. He represents the people's vote. And remember, folks, the reason everybody hates him in Washington is because he didn't need any lobbyists' money. He single-handedly funded his own campaign, and every one of Donald Trump's policies is based upon his political perspective, his economic perspective. Not a lobbyist, not a corporate interest, him. And he's doing what he's doing for the sake of the American people, and the proof is in his policies that this man is passing. So all you Democrats and liberals that are out here that are trying to heel kick yourself into believing that Donald Trump is going to be somehow removed from office, you've got another thing coming. This is the people, the American people's last stand. And we'll be damned if you bureaucrats take away this government from us again. We'll be damned. We'll be goddamn. Anyway, let me move on, folks. We're running out of time here. Once again, folks, sexual abuse is in the news. Did you all see who Time Magazine named as Persons of the Year? Did you all see this? They call them silent breakers, the women behind the hashtag #MeToo. Oh, give me a break. Did you see who was on the cover? Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd, this stupid, hypocritical bimbo. How in the hell did this stupid skank get on the goddamn cover of Time Magazine's Person of the Year? This is the same broad, Ashley Judd, that spoke at the Millions Women's March. Y'all remember that joke? I mean, by God, I thought that America literally was stupid as hell with the whole Occupy Wall Street situation. Let me tell you something. The Million Woman March took the taco on that one, man. I'm telling you, that was one of the most ignorant demonstrations I had ever seen American people partake themselves in. But lest we forget that Ashley Judd was on a stage at this Million Woman March bragging and telling Donald Trump on that stage that I'm a nasty woman, Donald Trump. I'm a nasty woman. What the hell does that mean? I mean, why in the hell did Ashley Judd say she was a nasty woman at the Million Women's March? There's only one interpretation of that. And that means that she's a filthy, disgusting slut bag. And that's what I keep telling you, folks. The schism right now in the feminist movement. You've got one side of the feminist movement that are a bunch of fat, disgusting, bull-nosed, greasy bull dykes who feel that if you talk to them the wrong way, it's rape. And the other side, you've got women who partake in what has been going on across the world for the past couple of years. They partake in slut walks. And if you don't know what the hell that is, then Google it up. These are mass marches that happen in cities all over the world in which scantily clad women get together in mass groups and march the streets so that they can have the right to be called a slut. This is the two sides that you have in feminism. And what I don't understand, okay, what I don't understand is why was Ashley Judd in this Me Too Persons of the Year Silence Breakers Time magazine cover? Aside from this stupid skankosaurus nasty slut bag bragging about how slutty and nasty she was at the Million Women's March, this was the same broad who's defending Harvey Weinstein. She's defending Harvey Weinstein. Can somebody explain this irrational, hypocritical logic here? I mean, who at Time magazine thought this was a good idea? I mean, y'all remember that, right, folks? Ashley Judd was over here defending old Harvey Weinstein, and yet she's supposed to be a victim? I mean, I thought that victims were supposed to protect victims. Why is this slut bag Ashley Judd on the Time magazine cover as Person of the Year? Somebody explain this to me! It makes no sense! You can't have it both ways. And that's what I was talking about several shows ago, that you women cannot have it both ways. You can't be one day Miss Slut Walk Slut Bag, giving it up to anybody who looks good in a leather jacket and slick back hair, and then 10 years when nobody wants you anymore and you're an old used up leather bag, you can't have buyer's remorse and then claim that, oh, well, he was a little sexually abusive to me that 10 years ago, and oh, he forced me to do that. Shut up! You can't have it both ways, man. You either have respect for yourself as a woman or you don't. You can't have it both ways. And this is why I'm saying, I mean, you women need to start getting a little consistent with this. I mean, if you're going to put Ashley Judd on the cover of Time magazine and this is going to be your spokeswoman, then this just underscores why women aren't taken very seriously. And I hate to say this, I'm not trying to be sexist, but women need to be rational like men. You see, us men, at some point, we can come to grips with reality and accept it, even if it sucks. Men can accept their fate. They can accept reality, even if it sucks. Women can't do that. Women just can't accept it is what it is. Women accept what they think it is, not what it is. And, you know, in my personal opinion, I mean, this is why women are losing credibility as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I talked about this yesterday about how Obama was out here blabbing about, well, we need more women leaders because, I don't know, men seem to be having a problem nowadays. And I talked about women leadership, okay? Dilma Rousseff of Brazil, she was impeached because she was a corrupt piece of trash. Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, she was the Argentinian president that ran the goddamn country of Argentina into bankruptcy. Oh, yeah. And then she tried to claim that she fell and hit her head, and that's the excuse why she was such an incompetent broad. We got Park Geun-hye. Park Geun-hye was the president of South Korea, and she got removed from office because she got her domestic and foreign policy from a cult. All right? This is a true story. I'm not joking, but hey, this is woman leadership, right? Woman leadership. Park Geun-hye was getting her domestic and foreign policy from the cult of the dragon tuna, or I don't know what it is. Look it up. I'm not joking, but this is woman leadership, right? Aung San Suu Kyi out of Burma was a political prisoner in house arrest for over 10 years. Then she finally comes out of house arrest. They make her the leader of Burma, and now she can't even control her own military. She can't control her own military. When she was a political prisoner, everybody loved her. They gave her a Nobel Peace Prize, and she's such a political figure, and oh my God, look at her, she's a strong woman. She gets into the leadership of Burma, can't control her military. Now her military is ethnically cleansing Burma and massacring and murdering Muslims and pushing them into Bangladesh. It's one of the biggest genocides right now happening today. That's woman leadership for you, huh? Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel. Need I say more? Anyway, look, all I'm just saying is you women, y'all are putting yourselves in a position in which all this little banter about, us women need equality and you women have had more than equality. As a matter of fact, because of some of the laws that have been passed in this country, you are a protected class. That's why a lot of men are turning gay. That's why a lot of men are screwing virtual dolls. That's why men are attracted to cartoons, because you women have turned yourself in such a protected class that if a man gets you pregnant, 95% of the time, even if you're a prostitute, you're going to get the child. And that means that this hardworking man is going to be forced to pay you child support, even though you could potentially be the worst parent. But because we have a legal system that protects women as if they're a protected class, now women are finding themselves all alone. And that's why you have this Million Woman March out here. If you don't believe me, why don't you Google up Million Woman March and take a look at all the women that were out there. They were all a bunch of fatties and uglies. Now, why are they a bunch of fatties and uglies? Because, folks, they probably got impregnated by some man. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an ethnic minority. Got impregnated by some man. The man ain't around anymore because she thought she was so independent, and now she's got to take care of children. She's got to take care of herself. She's got to pay rent. She's got to go to work. She's got to pay for a car insurance. She's got to pay for an internet bill. She's got to pay for a cell phone, and she's got to go out and take care of her own sexual needs. And these women are finding that it's not that easy. These women are finding that all this crap that these women have been begging for, this independence, it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy, and they don't like it. And in the same Million Women's March, aside from fatties and uglies that are marching around out there, who else is marching with the fatties and uglies? Women in burqas. Women in burqas marching with fatties and uglies in the Million Women's March. Do you understand what kind of a hypocritical bunch of crap that is? And I'm tired of you women marching with women with burqas, because women with burqas, they know their role, you stupid broads. You want to know why a woman is marching with you out there with a burqa? Because her husband told her to put a burqa on and not show her tits and ass off. Her husband told her to go out there and manipulate you fatties and uglies so that you can correlate your little feminism with Islam and radical Muslims and all this other nonsense. Do you understand that? That woman in a burqa is obeying her man. That woman in a burqa has got an agenda. That woman in a burqa does not care about your stupid independence. That's the difference. You understand? A woman in a burqa or in a hijab, they know their role. You see, you dumb broads, and you're marching with these women, and you don't even understand why they have to wear a hijab. It's not a sign of woman independence. It's a sign that states that, hey, this woman is taken, and I'm covering this broad up. That's what it means when women wear hijabs. That's what it means when women wear burqas. Do you understand? That's what it means. So if you want to march with women who wear burqas, ladies in America, then maybe you should take a cue from them and shut your mouth, stop acting like a slut, and maybe go back in the kitchen. How about that? Huh? How about that? If you're going to march with women in burqas, then get the hell back in the kitchen! Get back in the goddamn kitchen if you're going to march with women in burqas, if you're going to march with women in hijabs! Get back in the kitchen! I mean, do you understand, you dumb broads, that hijab is a sign of woman oppression? You stupid skanks! Excuse me, I'm just pissed off! Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to get off on this tirade. I'm tired of these women having it both ways, claiming to be independent when they're doing nothing but juicing men, using men. I mean, look, I hate to sound sexist. I really hate to sound sexist, but I'm going to say it. I don't really give a crap, okay? I've just given you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different women that were leaders that literally have ran their countries into the ground. So this idea that women don't have opportunities to become presidents, leaders, corporate moguls, it's a bunch of crap. And the women that do end up becoming these things, they're incompetent. Do you understand? They're incompetent. All right? So all I'm simply stating is this, all right? Either you women start recognizing that you have a problem. It's mostly you. A group is defined by its majority. You're either going to have respect for yourself and cover yourself up and not sell your sexuality when you're in public, because that's what a lot of you do. And then when you got somebody like a Ben Affleck sticking a finger in your crack because, you know, you're showing leg or you're showing breastises, then you're, well, what? Why did he stick his finger in my crack? Well, because you look like a prostitute. I'm just saying, folks, you cannot have it both ways. You either have respect for yourself or you don't. I'm sorry, folks. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm lucky that I have a woman, and I've had the same woman for decades. Okay, because if I had to deal with the skankosauruses that are out here in today's America, I'd shoot myself. And I hate to say it. I mean, I can't blame some of you MGTOW guys, even though I think that you're closet homos. I don't blame you guys that are trying to stay single and all that. I don't blame you, man. I mean, these women are legitimate basket cases in Western civilization. They are legitimate basket cases. And the reason I suggest this is because they don't know what the hell they want. And the Million Women's March is a perfect example of that. I mean, this whole epidemic of Me Too and, oh, he sexually harassed me and he forced me to do this and If you want my personal opinion, folks, I think a good percentage of all these Me Toos, not all of them, I think a good percentage, especially the ones in Hollywood, okay? Let's just put it that way. The ones in Hollywood, I don't think that the majority of those were sexually abused at all. I think it's just buyer's remorse. And now that these slut bags are no longer wanted, they're no longer physically attractive, no one's giving them any attention, that's when they're pulling out this whole sexual abuse card. In my personal view, I'm talking about the Hollywood broads. I'm talking like Rose McGowan. You know, I saw the movie Jawbreaker, you stupid skank, all right? I mean, give me a break. I saw that movie. I mean, this broad thought that she was just some kind of a sassy sex pot. And now all of a sudden she's some, feminist liberal for woman power? I mean, she helped corrupt women, for Christ's sake, with sick-ass movies like Jawbreaker and like that disgusting dress that she wore to the MTV Video Awards with Marilyn Manson, where she literally was showing off everything. She had a sheer dress where you could see everything. You could see it all. How can you go from that to all of a sudden you're a victim? I don't see it, folks. I'm sorry. You can't be a slut one day, and then 10 years later, when you're no longer attractive to males anymore, start acting like, oh, I was abused sexually. You can't have buyer's remorse, man. Anyway, folks, we're already 10 minutes into the third hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right, I'm your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Please spread it around like wildfire that yours truly is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. It's my only social media outlet, folks. All right, you can get to me under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I am verified. I am verified on Gab. And if you don't have a Gab, man, it's the last bastion of free speech, for Christ's sake. Get yourself an account. What are you doing? Anyway, sorry about that diatribe about the broads and women and the Million Woman March, but it has to be said, man. It has to be said. But look, I'm not saying all women that are a part of this Me Too are like buyer's remorse and never really got sexually assaulted. Let's go ahead and transition to Al Franken. Here you have Al Franken with documented evidence of him sexually assaulting a woman while she's asleep. He's admitted to these gropings and sexual harassments. He's admitted to these things, and the guy refuses to step down. If you all heard me yesterday, folks, I was screaming. I was livid. I was calling the Democrats a bunch of hypocritical pieces of crap if they did not tell Al Franken to step down. Well, folks, it sounds to me that tomorrow, Senator, or soon-to-be former Senator Al Franken, is planning on announcing his retirement tomorrow. Yes! Yes! Another Democrat bites the dust. And you know, it couldn't have happened to a better smug, pompous asshole than this idiot Al Franken. I mean, did you see him during these, hearings with Jeff Sessions? And it was just such a pompous, smug, arrogant prick, thinking that his crap does not stink and he has no skeletons in his closet. Well, look at what we found here there, boy. Huh? And now your little political career is over. It's finished, Franken. I wonder if they're going to allow you to write your stupid, ridiculous comic bits on SNL again. I doubt it. You're a sick pervert, for Christ's sake there, Al Franken. And you know, it's proven. I mean, you can't get any more documented evidence than this guy sexually assaulting a woman while she's asleep. So anyway, folks, tomorrow, look forward to seeing Al Franken eat crow and announce his retirement from the Senate. Now, I'm going to tell you what the Democrats are doing. They're finally starting to realize that they have to get ahead of this whole sexual abuse thing. So that's why they forced Conyers to step down. They're going to force Al Franken. I mean, because most Democrats came out today and vocalized that Al Franken needed to step down. Now, the reason they're doing this, folks, is, believe it or not, I sense that in the 2018 elections, the Democrats are going to act as if they're the conservative party, as if they care about women or some crap. I'm not joking. It took them weeks to finally tell these disgusting, power-hungry scumbags to step down. And now that they stepped down, they're now going to be the moral party for 2018. They're going to be the party of women, that they care about women. They care about this and that. And why are they going to do this? Because they're going to point to Roy Moore, which, let's be honest, folks, I don't personally believe that most of these allegations are 100% accurate. And if they are, he goes to the Senate, we find evidence, he's convicted of that evidence, and then we remove him and we go back to the voting booth and vote again. All right? There's no way we're going to allow this Senate to remove Roy Moore and put whoever the hell they want in there. That is not what we're going to allow to happen. So once again, folks, Al Franken is going to step down tomorrow, according to all reports. And the reason the Democrats are doing this is because they are now going to take the high road in 2018, and they're going to claim that they're the party of women and that they care about sexual abuse victims and all this crap. Because remember, they don't have any more linkings to the Clintons anymore. As a matter of fact, they're trying to bury the Clintons into the realms of antiquity. They don't even want to be reminded of them because it was Bill Clinton and his sexual improprieties and his rapes that enabled this whole epidemic that we are witnessing before our very eyes today. I mean, it was Bill Clinton during his presidency that redefined the definition of oral sex. Under Bill Clinton's definition, oral sex is the equivalent of a handshake. I mean, this man testified to this crap. And we wonder why we have such a sexually perverted situation in the midst of our present day. Give me a break. And by the way, when the Democrats try to be the sexual abuse victims party and protector of women, lest we forget that this is the same party that backs up LGBTQ initiatives to put 7-year-olds in drag, all right, cross-dressing, exposing them to naked men. And I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? This is the same party. So when they start taking the high ground, because I sense this is exactly what they're going to do in 2018, don't you forget that this is the same party that wants to put estrogen hormones in your 6-year-old boy. And that's a fact. Anyway, I look forward to seeing Al Franken eat crow tomorrow. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get through these last issues as fast as I can because I want to get to Radiol Graffiti. Did you all hear that the Supreme Court yesterday heard the case of a baker who refused to bake a cake for a gay couple's wedding? And, of course, the gay couple claims it's not about me not having a cake. It's about me having dignity. It's about me having some pride. What I don't understand is this, okay? The case goes as follows. The argument by the gay couple's attorney is that when you throw yourself in the realm of commerce, that as a business owner, I don't have the right to pick and choose my customers, which I think is utterly a ridiculous argument because bars do it, clubs do it all the time, all right? Dress code strictly enforced, no ball caps, all right? No shoes, no shirt, no service. I mean, businesses do it all the time. I don't understand what kind of a case or what kind of an argument these gay couples are talking about when you're a businessman that throws yourself in the realm of commerce that we as business owners don't get to choose our clients. That we just need to service everybody? That's not true. And secondly, I mean, the poor baker, the poor baker had to take the perspective of him being an artist, okay? Because, you know, he can't just say that, well, I just didn't want to make a cake for gay people because I hate them. He had to argue that, look, I'm an artist, and I refuse to be commissioned for my artwork against my will, because my artwork falls under the category of freedom of speech, First Amendment, both on the freedom of speech side, freedom of religion side. And that's what the baker was trying to argue in the Supreme Court yesterday. And believe it or not, you actually had a good portion of the bench in the Supreme Court siding with the baker. Because what the Supreme Court is finding is that the state of Colorado, which unfortunately is being bombarded by a bunch of liberals in its state legislature, that the government of Colorado actually infringed upon the rights of the baker. And this particular perspective was told by none other than Justice Kennedy, who typically sides with LGBTQ rulings. He was the one that was disturbed that it was the baker having his rights trampled on by the state, which is a very interesting statement by Justice Kennedy, considering he's a left-leaning justice. It seems as if at least Justice Kennedy is understanding the word of the law, and that there was intolerance thrown at the baker based upon this gay couple. As a matter of fact, if you want to see the gay couple in question, here, I just reposted it. There it is. They look like a bunch of busybody, doing nothing posholes, if you want my personal opinion. Okay? Look, if somebody doesn't want to make you a cake, cuff titty. I mean, who has the time, effort, energy, and money to take this, you two stupid idiots not getting a baker to bake you a cake, to Supreme Court? How does it get to this? Take a look at my Gab, folks. There's the gay couple trying to take away our rights right there. That's what it looks like right there. And if you want my personal opinion, I think that the Supreme Court may side on the baker's side, and rightfully so. I mean, businesses should have the right to refuse service. If you take away our rights to refuse service, then we're not dealing in a free market, are we? I mean, if I, as a business owner, am forced to service groups of people that I don't want to service, then how is that a free market? That's not a free market. And if anything, I would potentially be penalizing myself if I refuse money from groups of people. I mean, there's a trade-off of that. I mean, my discrimination, or anyone's discrimination, whether it be against gays, against racial groups, against certain groups of people, I mean, it has a price. And if I refuse business from certain groups of people, that's going to cost me major cash. So depending on how much, as a capitalist, I'm willing to pay for my own discrimination is how successful I'll be as a capitalist. But just because I don't want to service a group of people doesn't mean that I should be stripped from being a business owner. I should be stripped from being a businessman. So I hope that the Supreme Court does side with the baker on this, because this is ridiculous. You could tell that these gays that were conducting themselves in this gay wedding cake nonsense were trolling everybody, trying to be busybodies, trying to feel important, attention whoredom, etc., in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to the ruling by the Supreme Court, because it could potentially have implications on us business folk. Mueller special counsel continues its blatant corruption. And the reason I'm bringing this up, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, because we need to keep this on the top of our mind, that Robert Mueller and his special investigation is a political weaponized tool in an attempt to bring down a duly elected president. And the reason that they're doing this, folks, is because these idiots in Washington, D.C. believe that they are above the law. They believe that they're the government. You understand? That's why they're trying to take down Trump. They're trying to prove to us that they control the government, not the people. That's what DC's trying to prove to us. They're trying to prove that they are in charge, not us. And we have to remain strong. We have to remain focused. We have to remain politically serious so that we can show these DC swamp assholes that we're going to hold their feet to the fire, and there's no getting rid of us anymore. We're not going to fall asleep politically at the wheel so you assholes in Washington, D.C. can give international interest an opportunity to fleece our tax-paying dollars. We're not going to do that anymore. You understand? We're not going to do that anymore. I'm telling you this right now. The American people are awake. They can see the blatant criminal corruption that's coming out of D.C., and we are not going to forget about it. Do you understand me, Washington? You people are showing your corruption and criminality. You people are showing that you think that you're above the law. You people are showing that you think that we are your slaves. You little pieces of crap in Washington, we own you little people, especially us capitalists who pay taxes. We own you little people in Washington. The capitalists own you little people in Washington. And that's why I'm trying to tell everybody out there, we have to continue to be politically serious. Pretend this is 2016 again. Because if we fall asleep at the wheel this time, I don't think there's any going back. These bureaucrats ain't going to give it back, boy. This is our last chance. This is the people's last chance to continue to sustain the continuity of a government that's made for the people and by the people. It's our last chance. So I'm demanding all of you have to be politically serious. You have to be. Post the articles. Talk conversations at dinner tables. Spread the word on how corrupt D.C. is. Spread the word on how criminalistic everybody in D.C. is. And by God, in 2018, we have to have a revolution at the ballot box. We have to have it, and we need to unelect career politicians. We need to unelect incumbents. We need to unelect anybody who's making a career out of public service. We've got to stop these people. This whole idea of political experience is a bunch of BS. Political experience got us here. Political experience got us $20 trillion in debt. Political experience got us wars in the Middle East. Political experience got us here. We don't need political experience anymore. We need representatives of the people. We need representatives of the constituency of America, not a bunch of bureaucrats. Not a bunch of bureaucrats. So, I'm calling on all of you. It's time to be politically serious, goddammit. Listen to me! It's time to be politically serious! If you want a government to continue to be ran for the people and by the people, well, it's time for you to be politically serious! Do you understand me? God damn it! Anyways, I got a couple more things to go over, and then we're going on to Radiol Graffiti, all right? Did y'all hear that British Prime Minister Theresa May, there was a supposed assassination attempt that was thwarted? I want to be completely honest with you, folks. I don't believe a word of this, all right? I don't believe a word of this garbage. I mean, I think that this was just some lunatic, a couple of lunatics probably talking about doing something stupid on, some kind of telecommunications, and it was overheard by, Scotland Yard or somebody, the intelligence community of the UK, and they just drug these guys in there to why? So that people can have some sympathy for the incompetent Theresa May. Yeah, I think that this is all about. Did you hear about the supposed attempt at assassination? Supposedly two kooksters two kooky-ass idiots thought that they were going to go to 10 Downing Street, all right, shoot the security guards at least enough to be able to get to the office of Theresa May and then detonate themselves with a suicide bomb vest, okay? Stupidest, most outlandish thing I've ever heard in my life. And yet they actually, they're putting it out in the UK media that, we thwarted assassination attempt by Theresa May. Oh, my God, Theresa May had thwarted an assassination attempt. Look, I think it's bull. I don't think that there was any assassination attempt. I don't think that that Theresa May was in any danger by these stupid kooksters. I personally believe that this is done as propaganda to basically show, to gain sympathy for the incompetent Theresa May, because Theresa May is one of the most incompetent prime ministers the UK has ever had. And you know what's sad about it? Is that England is probably one of the only countries that have ever produced women leaders that were actually worth a crap. Okay? Like the original Queen Elizabeth. I mean, do you understand that during Queen Elizabeth's tenure, and I'm talking about, the first Elizabeth, during her tenure, she made the decision to build up the British Navy to the point in which it was her decision that enabled what ended up becoming imperialist Britannia. I mean, it was her decisions that made Britannia the most powerful entity in the world at one time. I mean, that was Queen Elizabeth. Then you had Margaret Thatcher in the 80s. I mean, you're talking about a ballsy broad, pure capitalist. I really respect Margaret Thatcher. I mean, she literally was a ballsy broad, and was not afraid to be hardcore capitalist. She was such a hardcore capitalist that her and Pinochet were very good friends. I mean, so good friends that Pinochet actually got nabbed when he was 90 visiting Margaret Thatcher in England. Yeah. I mean, that's how hardcore Margaret Thatcher was. She was a hard-ass capitalist, and but I can tell you, Theresa May, I mean, she couldn't wipe the ass of Margaret Thatcher, okay? And that's why I'm saying this whole assassination attempt foiled, I think it's a bunch of crap. I think they're just trying to gain sympathy for Theresa May. She's an incompetent prime minister. She's not going to fulfill Brexit, and she's just stupid. I can't believe anybody in the UK actually takes this broad serious, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let me move on here. Vladimir Putin is going to run for president again. Oh, that's a big effing surprise, right? Oh, yeah, Putin, Mr. Russian nationalist, who just sold himself out to the Caucasus. What I mean by that, I'm talking about the Chechenian rebels. All right, he sold himself out to the Chechenian Muslims. We talked about that a couple of days ago. So he's down with radical Islam, old Putin. Because let's be honest, Putin, I think he's living on borrowed time. I mean, there's people that are within his own infrastructure that don't even want this guy to take another breath. But Putin is not stupid. He's an old KGB guy. He deals with his security personally. He understands. He's learned from, talking to people like Fidel Castro and these other leaders who have been able to withstand the assassination attempts and continue to sustain their leadership. But yeah, Putin running for president again. Yeah, that's a great country when you have the same asshole for the almost 25, 30 years running the country, and you have no way of changing that leadership whatsoever. And if you try to talk against the leadership, I mean, look at what he's doing. He's throwing people in jail. He's killing people. So that's just great. Putin running for president of Russia again. I want to talk a little bit about the Trump. Trump calls on Saudi Arabia to lift the blockade on Yemen. Folks, we talked about it yesterday on how the president of Yemen was assassinated on December 4th, and now that the president of Yemen is assassinated, which he was pretty much of a backstabber. You really didn't know which side of the spectrum he was playing. But Saudi Arabia kind of wanted him out.
And I'm talking about President Salah of Yemen. And now that President Salah is no longer with us, and he was assassinated on December 4th, Trump is now calling on Saudi Arabia to lift the blockade on Yemen because there's a major crisis happening in Yemen. The Saudi Arabians have blocked any kind of shipments going in and out of Yemen. There's a major genocidal starvation crisis going on in Yemen. It's very bad situation going on in Yemen, and that's why Trump is calling on Saudi Arabia to lift the blockade now that President Salah is no longer alive, and bring in some supplies for the people that are really starving. It's a bad situation. If you don't believe me, just YouTube Yemen or Yemen Civil War, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Last but not least, folks, the UN PAC supporters, remember the United Nations climate change idiot folks had a powwow here recently. Barack Obama was there. And you know what they're planning on doing now, folks, now that the United States has withdrawn from the Paris Climate Agreement because it was a fraud and it encompassed the United States flipping the bill for this fictitious, ridiculous climate change initiative? Well, what the United Nations and its climate change supporters are planning on doing, they plan on superseding the federal government by propagandizing state and local governments into accepting this climate change hysteria so that they, the local city governments and state governments, will oblige the climate change agreement. Now, isn't that what they're trying to charge Donald Trump with, the Logan Act, preventing private citizens acting on the behalf of the United States in foreign policy? I mean, isn't that breaking our laws? I mean, where's Mueller on this crap? Where's Mueller on the United Nations wanting to undermine our president because he doesn't want to pay for the Paris Climate Agreement? Now you got the United Nations with Obama and all these climate change freaks trying to go after the state and local governments to oblige this stupid Paris climate deal just so that they can undermine our president? This is what I'm saying, folks, and let's be honest. I mean, I've been talking about climate change for years. Folks, climate change is the biggest scam of all time. And you want to know why that it's the United Nations and these international institutions pushing this crap? It's because they want to tax you internationally. They want to implement a tax on you for breathing. And if you think I'm lying, folks, take a look at all these goddamn powwows they've had. COP15, the Kyoto Treaty. I mean, look at all of them. They want to eventually tax every human being on the face of the planet for breathing. Why do you think they have made carbon dioxide a bad thing? Even though carbon dioxide is an element for life in this world, they have somehow bamboozled people into believing that we're leaving, quote, carbon footprints or some crap. Folks, don't you understand that trees and plants absorb our carbon dioxide that we breathe out and that it lets out oxygen accordingly? It's nature's natural air filter. And yet you've got these United Nations jerk-offs trying to claim that carbon dioxide is going to kill the earth? I mean, that's stupid! It's stupid, for Christ's sake, man! This United Nations climate change nonsense is the biggest scam of all time. They're trying to initiate this crap so that they can tax people internationally for breathing. And who's going to collect that international tax of everyone in the world for breathing? None other than the United Nations. Because the tax for breathing, will fund the centralization of globalization. And that's the end goal. That's the end goal right there. So once again, we got this idiot Obama and all these climate change nutcases getting together, having a powwow, and the new strategy for these climate changers is, since the United States president doesn't want to pay for the Paris climate, because that's really what it is, folks. They hate us because we don't want to pay for their Euro cuckery.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. They hate the United States because we don't want to fund that Euro-cuckery anymore. And we're not sending them any more money, and they hate us for it. So go shove it up your goddamn cuck asses, Euro-cucks. But they're going to undermine our president by focusing on state and local officials in America so that they can oblige the Paris Climate Accord, so that they can implement these climate change initiatives on a state and local level, undermining the United States President Donald Trump. I mean, isn't this the Logan Act? Isn't this breaking the Logan Act here? I mean, hello? Where are you at, Mueller? You fraud, you goddamn criminal. Anyway, that's it, folks. All right, that's about enough. I think it's about time for everybody's favorite part of a broadcast. And I'm talking about Radiol Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radiol Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now. All right, and the lines are full. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get through, but you can give me a call, 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. Well, that's why we call this Radiol Graffiti. And before we get to Radiol Graffiti, folks, look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. We've got True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. We got True Capitalist Radio swag. Check out my Gab. Look at my Gab. We've got yours truly's logo, the icon, the avatar, and says True Capitalist Radio on there. Wear this with pride, baby. Get a mug, get a sticker, get a hoodie, get a shirt. Wear capitalism with pride, baby. Rub it in the faces. Rub it in the faces of these leftists. Rub it in the faces of these socialists. Check out my Gab. Look at my Gab. Get yourself some True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. Yeah. All right. Hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Radiol Graffiti calls to be had? All right. Well, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to some Radiol Graffiti calls right now. All right, who do we got? 267 Radiol Graffiti.
Let's just have a daily reminder. Israel tried to offer peace deals to Palestine on 5 different occasions, and they said no because they'd rather suicide bomb and kill Israeli civilians. That's just not.
Well, that's a very good point. I mean, I didn't want to bring that up. I mean, we have been, kicking this can with Palestine for a long period of time, and they keep saying no. So you got a point there. I agree with you. Anonymous, Radiol Graffiti.
Here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force. One of the worst things.
No, get that crap out of here. All right? No, you're not selling my filters. You're not selling that crap here. Anonymous, Radiol Graffiti. Twilly Atkins, Radiol Graffiti.
If you are calling from a touch-tone phone, please press 1. If you are calling from a rotary dial phone, please. If you would like to leave a comment for the president.
What the hell was that? It dropped. If you'd like to leave a message for the president, what the hell? Why did you goddamn hang up, Twilly, you dumb bitch horse? 847 Radiol Graffiti.
Hey, hello? Is this Ghost?
Yeah.
Hey, Ghost, it's me, Aaron Bronco. Sorry I haven't called you recently. It's just, I had a family emergency, my granddaddy, he passed away and all, and very sobering time. He lived to be 88, and he died of a heart attack. Apparently he ate a stick of butter every day, and it just killed him. And so I know...
Well, hey, he's 88, buddy, all right? I mean, you got people keeling over at 65 nowadays, all right? How about Anonymous, Radiol Graffiti?
My name is...
How about Anonymous, Radiol Graffiti? Great. All right, let's hang up these anonymous callers, engineer. Hang them up! If you want to call, you better call back right now. We're hanging up anonymouses because these people are idiots. All right, hang them all up. All right, who do we got here? We got 518 Radio Graffiti. We got 8 equal. Oh yeah, look at this. Here's one right here, huh? Viet Forkin Nam. Viet Forkin Nam. What the hell is this?
Oh my God, no! You are you are punishment for killing Vietnamese.
Boy, you better not be, man.
Fuck. Bam bam.
Oh, Christ! Oh, Christ, no! Leave me alone! Just leave me alone!
Benny.
Fork you to hell!
Benny!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Benny!
I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't! I mean, what kind of sick crap is that, man? Take that crap, get it out of here, you sick pervert! No wonder nobody's playing with your wee-wee. 412 Radio Graffiti.
Ho, 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 ho. Ghost, I see you when you're sleeping, and I know when you're awake. And I know that your production notes are just unpaid bills in your divorce paperwork. For shame. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, real funny. First of all, my wife ain't gonna divorce me, baby. You understand? All right? I got a gangster girl with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ride or die. You see, that's something you people never understand because you people are too self-absorbed and idiotic to even have anybody give a crap about your ass. I'm just saying. All right? 352 Radio Graffiti. We've got pylons. Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, of course I'm good. I don't get it. What the hell? I mean, they're still taking out a piss out of Wednesday.
Get this idiot. Idiot! Damn it! I mean, you're a nerd reading snake. You're a nerd with a snake, and I can only imagine where you put that snake, you sick fruit bowl. I can tell by the feminine vernacular that you're sporting in your voice. I bet you money that goddamn fish, whatever, snake, whatever the hell it is, fish snake, I bet you that idiot has a whole wild kingdom in his house. He sounds like a fruit bowl dork. I never said that, you sack of crap. I never said that! Piece of crap! I never said that, man. That's a splice, and everybody out there knows it. Everybody out there knows it, you piece of crap. Damn it, man. Give me the mic. That's a goddamn splice and everybody knows it, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Chinese, guys, we got no lecture. You watch Chinese, control the thing, guys. Follow the rules, they're Chinese, and why that is good for the Chinese. Cut those burgers. From the Chinese box.
Well, what the hell? What the hell is that, man? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I want to fuck a dog in the ass. He wants to fuck a dog in the ass. I want to fuck a dog. That's right, kids. I tried to fuck your mom in the ass.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. You could tell that's an autist, for Christ's sake. 516 Radio Graffiti. Radio is I never friendly story. Look, assholes, all right? Stop mixing me with fruit bowl game music, all right? Stop mixing me with gay club music, you piece of crap. Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with that talk. 352 Radio Graffiti. Back on my shotgun. suck on my schlong all night long. Suck on my schlong. Suck it all night. Suck it all night. Suck it all night long. Did you actually splice me with that? You dumbass! You stupid son of a bitch! Goddamn trolls, I hate you, man! I mean, when's it gonna end, man? I just don't know when the hell this is gonna end, man. I try to do a live show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m., and this is what I get every day. Damn it! God damn it! Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm tired of this crap, man. You understand me? I'm tired of this crap. How many freaking remixes? Give me a mic. Get a mic. How many remixes are there, you piece of crap? God damn it. Jesus Christ. 352 Radio Graffiti.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Thomas Alvin. Happy birthday to you. Yes,
shit this idiot up. Get him up. Get him up. Screw you. You all showed up your ass. I know what you mean by that, you piece of crap. I know what you mean by that. Screw you. Screw you. God. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. You piece of crap. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I gotta calm down here, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I just don't know how long I could take this crap, man. I mean, all I'm trying to do is produce a decent show around here. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to produce a decent show around here, man. God. 901 Radio Graffiti.
Hell yeah.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars.
Jesus Christ, is this in now? Autistic music? Is this a new trend? A bunch of autists, singing? God damn it. 847 Radio Graffiti, good God.
Hey, it's me again. I don't think you hung up. I think you didn't hung up on me, and then
Oh, okay. Well, I'll hang up on you now. All right. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
My name.
How about 786 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. What's up? It's Squirrel Hound.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah. I do want to ask you something. You know about Dan Schneider? I've seen one of your archive videos talking about Zoe 101. You know how your granddaughter looked up to her? Yeah. Don't you find it funny that
don't
they
even
already
remind me, yeah.
Yeah, man.
What was that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, It's kind of weird because most of his shows happens to have foot fetishes in it. I'm not kidding.
Are you talking about Dan Schneider?
Yeah, Dan fucking Schneider. That fucking pedo fork.
Oh, man. No, I don't want to talk about Dan Schneider, man. That guy... how this guy is still walking the face of the earth a free man is beyond me. All right? I mean, this guy's... if y'all don't know who he is, look him up for yourself. This guy's a sick puppy. 704 Radio Graffiti.
Remixes from terrorists. I'm a vermin. Goddamn Martin, put up your notes to the board goals. For real. Yehudis, remixes from terrorists. I'm a vermin. Goddamn Martin, put up your notes to the board goals.
All right, enough of the goddamn ghost carols, all right? Enough of the ghost carols already. Jesus Christ, 507 Radio Graffiti. Hey, wait, shut that crap off. Are you playing the Soviet national anthem on a tuba? You must be a fat ass. Only fat asses play the damn tuba, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name.
How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Weaponized moon rock Radio Graffiti. That's it? That's all you got, you stupid dumbass? How about, Jesus Christ, 305 Radio Graffiti. Geez, all right, shut up, broad, and get in the kitchen. Good God, 512 Radio Graffiti.
Oh,
What the hell? What the hell is that supposed to mean, man? 352 Radio Graffiti. Seriously, Samsung. Radio Graffiti.
I mean, you're a nerd with a braided snake. You're a nerd with a braided snake, and I could only imagine where you put that braided snake, you sick fruit bowl. I could tell by the feminine vernacular that you're sporting in your voice. Good God, I bet you that braided snake smells like butt crack. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ, give it a minute.
Man, shut up. I never said that about Raiden Snake. Shut up your ass. I never said that. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. This your old pal Sputnikov again. You know, I hear you say that humans cannot into space. No, what you mean is Amerikinski cannot into space.
Look, hey, you stupid cockeyed, vodka-drinking Russian, stupid throwback and evolution. Shut your stupid serfdom ass up. Nobody asked you, you dumb Ruski. Jesus Christ, these guys are pissing me off, man. God damn it. 647 Radio Graffiti. 8 equals vote in the house. Oh, shut your stupid serfdom ass up. Enough of the goddamn ghost arrow. Ghost arrow. None of the goddamn ghost arrow. Ghost arrow. None of the goddamn ghost arrow. Freaking dick cat dumbass. None of the goddamn ghost arrow. None of the goddamn ghost arrow. You son of God damn it, boat, you piece of crap! Stop fruit now! Damn it! Stop mixing my voice to gay music! Stop mixing my voice to gay fruit bowl, taking it up the pothole music! Don't do it! I'm tired of this! I'm tired! Get in the mic! I'm so tired of this crap, man! You'll be lucky if I come back this Friday, man! I mean, I don't know how much more of that could take. I don't know, man. I don't know! 352 Radio Graffiti. We've got lightning notes. Radio Graffiti. I want urban. I want God.
one beer. Well, I ain't seen my baby since I don't know when. I'm drinking bourbon whiskey and scotch and jet. Gonna get high, man. I'm going.
Wait, but how many remixes, man? How many goddamn remixes? How many? Get him on! How many remixes? Jesus! Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Ghost, how would my tub and I'll let it snow all over your head before polishing it? It'll be totally legit. Oh my.
No, shut up. Not you. Not you. Not you. And I'm not bold. I'm not bold. You stupid. I'm tired.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Oh, wow. Fatality. Oh my. Tub Guy wins it once and for all. Congrats, Tub Guy, for that win, man. Tub Guy for the win. Tonight's show was pretty decent, actually, to be honest. Radiol Graffiti, good. Shout Outs was also decent as well. But Untitled Shows actually is a good thing it is. Oh, and one other thing I did a side note. If you guys have not noticed any gameplay tonight, unfortunately, I've been sidetracked playing my new arcade console that I just recently got. You're pretty much hearing it right now in the background. Was just playing non-stop Metal Slug 6 all day. Unfortunately, I tried to get this plugged into the HDMI Elgato capture card, but doesn't want to support for some reason. Something about resolution being at 660, and yeah, it's it wouldn't want to, and I wasn't really disappointed. But man, I'm just loving this, man. This is badass. Playing on the arcade, all the arcades from the classics, from the SNK, from the Capcom, all the good eras from the fightings, and of course, you got Metal Slug. So I'm playing right now, currently. This is one of those. I tweeted out on my Twitter account. Go ahead before I'll get some shoutouts. So don't worry, certainly some shoutouts. So follow me on my Twitter account at @TheRoadRunner, or you can also follow me on Gab at BN_King. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel as I do the TCR broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. And yes, I'll do them live each and every time. So do make sure to, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. You can also bookmark the SciTube channel. Same thing you can. That you can also be notified when the stream goes there to live as well. So you got plenty of changes of getting the stream to be playing anywhere. Once again, guys, this is it for tonight's broadcast. I'm going to give some shout-outs. First, I'm going to give the shout. Well, let's see. Yesterday I did SciTube, so today I'm doing shout-outs for YouTube. So we want shout-outs for YouTube. Just be present. All you do is spam. But before that, I'm going to give some special shout-outs. These special shout-outs are only for new subscribers and also new donators. So, of course, if you donate anytime during the live broadcast, you get a shout-out. Or if you're a new subscriber and currently is still in the chat room, then you get the shout-out. And if you're still present, then you still get the double shout-out, no matter what. Anyways, let me pause this. Who do we have? We got shout-outs, special shout-out time. Who do we have for special shout-outs? Thank you to Lone Wolf and 40 ounce for subscribing. Thank you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. And of course, nobody donated, so let's move on to the YouTube chats. So let's do this. YouTube chats first. We have 21 Michael Tube, Advanced Wizardry. What's going on to Ben Dover, Baron of Anarchy. What's going on to Big Red Tank, Blaster B118, Bonka Sneeze, Chara, Fluttermark 2020, Louis Carlo,
It's going on to Liz Porter, Lunar Wolfie, Mageland, Martin Cruz, Mask Pony, Michael Fowler. It's going on to Midnight Smiles, Mr. Chingagnator. What do we have? We also have Mr. Dubstep 420, Nathan Long, Political Things, Rain Vest, Rick Hoover, Simon Hendrickson. It's going on to Stannis Barrage. Is it Barrage? Yeah, it's Barrage. It's going on to TCU Gaming 1, Tranquil Downpour, and X-String 93. And of course, I missed your shout out over at the YouTubes. Oh, lovely Ash, she love me. Just joined. Shout out to you, Man Mask Pony. I think I already gave you. Mage Lynn, I think I already gave you, but of course, if I did not, then you get the double shout out. Fallen Nova. And yep, that's pretty much it. Have I missed your shout outs over at the YouTube channel? Then yeah, I kind of missed your shout outs. Maybe because you're hiding behind the YouTube chat. You should be present. Just an FYI. Alright, so that's everybody on the YouTube chat. So if I missed your shout outs on the YouTube chat, shout outs to everybody who are listening in. If you're behind the YouTube chat, shout outs to you. Thank you for coming. Now I'm going to move over to the SciTube chats. So SciTube peeps, who we have? We got Bob Tum, Brony Drumming, Chief Sombrero, Chrome Thunder, Dr. Bristle, Edgar's in Plays, Flyer, Honey Badger 32, Is KDR, Jen Destroyer, John of the Dead, Narzin, Night Purple Pony, Plot of Land. What's going on to Puffin Sky, Scarlet Moon, Durango, I Am Rod, Meowth Rocket, Mother 3, Royal in the Short Bus, Mr. Pickles, Space Ghost, Tickle Pink, and Welfare Check. Also, another shout out to Haruko Takashi, and of course, 20 Elkins was here earlier. 80 will also get a special shout out as well. So, of course, shout outs to all. Thank you guys for coming out. Harold Roxby, yes. So yes, guys, I think that's everybody I give shout out. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, let me get back here in this game because, of course, I want to finish this, and then I'm gonna say some stuff before I finish. And of course, I'm not looking in the the chat because gotta focus on one thing. So yes, if you guys are wondering what I'm playing, I am playing Metal Slug Slicks. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get this on stream, but before it didn't get through because stupid Elgato capture card says, no, you know, we're not gonna give you that because it doesn't want to stream or anything for it. It's pretty cool. It's not that there's like a bunch, like 986 games in this. I would definitely show. I think I already made a Periscope video of it, so go check it out. It's on my Twitter currently on the Periscope. Check it out. I actually did a little impressions video for it. Shows you how it is. Yeah, I got like the Joy-Con. Well, not Joy-Cons. I'm saying Joy-Cons. It's 2 joysticks. It has just one board, 2 joysticks, 8 buttons on each side, so you get like 2-player action. It has it's pretty cool backlights. Pretty badass. Bought it for like about $160. Is it worth the price? Hell yeah. I mean, like, you get like 986 games, and these are like classic arcades. Now, you may say, why not get the Raspberry Pi? Well, I would definitely get the Raspberry Pi, but I would love to have it like a plug-and-play, rather than just, you know, just get all the ROMs into just a Raspberry Pi. So I'll just get the games in, and then, of course, get it up, put it up, and then bada bing, bada boom. And yes, King of Fighters also has this in this. Yes, they got King of Fighters, all King of Fighters. They got Street Fighters too, all the editions. They have all editions of the they have? They got Marvel vs. Capcom, the original Marvel vs. Capcom, not the 2 one. They also have, what else they have? They got all Capcom games. Mostly got all the Capcom, all the SNKs. They got pretty much every single arcade game, even the Simpsons game they have. I actually want to play the Simpsons some other day, but you know, you can't. Simpsons game used to be ported on the consoles, but no longer the consoles no more because I don't know why they would do it, because legal issues. So there's no way. They got Turtles in Time.
You name it. All the Neo Geos is in this, man. All of them. It is just wonderful. If you really want to own one of these, I would suggest eBay it. eBay Pandora box S5 is the one I got, but there's like different versions of it. What's the difference of it? Because it depends on how many games you want, or whatever games you want in that. So if you want to have, I got like 986. I bought it for like $460. Better. That's the best deal. If you want to get like a main machine, like a big main machine, it costs you about $100, like more than nearly $1,000. 800 at least, the lowest in the market. Like it's expensive, so. And of course, if you want to build one, you're gonna have to waste a lot of money, man. But of course, if you buy one of this and then have maybe you can build your own machine of it, then that works perfectly. I'm like, I'm gonna invest in buying wood parts and gonna make a main machine of it. So I'm gonna have this being plugged into a TV screen. So I'm plugged into my TV, like any size screen. I'm actually plugged this on my 55-inch TV, and it's badass. I mean, like I'm getting widescreen. I'm getting just no lag on these controllers. The controllers are fantastic, to say the least. Oh boy. So yes, guys. I might as well just want to end it here, so I don't want to go too deep. Let me pause this. All right, guys. If you guys have any questions of tonight's show, go ahead and ask. I'm more full to say any questions. If you say any more questions about the Pandora box, arcade sticks, just buy one on eBay, man. Buy it. It's cheap. Buy it now before they rise or they sold out. Because right now, I really love it. I mean, like so far, I think this is the best one I ever bought. The best one. Literally, I'm keeping this. 2 players. I can wait to invite a player or my friend over. We'll have 2 players. We're gonna have lots of fun on playing lots of various games, even some funny games. Too bad I can't like stream this. It just it's amazing machine. It's amazing. Enjoying your kids show. I don't know about the kids show. Love the Anthology Collection. Great way to play Metal Slugs 1-6. Yes, it is. Do you know what boards it does to do just random ROMs? I'm not sure. It just pretty much has its own. It has its own ROM, but it's like it's a chip and then some SD stick that's with it. I don't know how it actually functions, but so of course there's YouTube videos of it that explains a bit more about what's inside. But of course it's a chip and some SD stick in it. It's Boat. Yes, 8 Eagle Boat in the house. You should play Knights of the Round. It's a good beat 'em up. Knights on the Round. I sure need to look it up. Like I say, I wish I could stream some of you guys this, but like I say, so for some reason the Elgato just doesn't want to. And it's sad. Do you think I should keep trying to get into the Gab Shout Outs, even though I was like the 4th or 5th person that liked Ghost TCR Live's post today? Hey, Royal, here's the thing. If you want to get a shout out like that, here's my recommendation for you and to everybody. If you want to get a shout out from Ghost, even whether he says like or repost, make sure to not only like once, just spam that like not every like 1 second, like not 1 per second, because it doesn't work. How it works, if you like it once, wait about I'll say about a minute or 2, or whenever he does like the Kansai wave afterwards, like after that Kansai wave, make sure to unlike and then re-like again. You'll definitely will get a big shot. You definitely will guarantee get a shout out at that particular point. Just make sure you're clear that your name is appropriately, unless you just make Ghost CV. But just to make sure don't get a troll name, because of course if you get a troll name on that, then it's just not gonna work. Sometimes it's just gonna ignore it, or just say pretty much like whenever
He goes, yeah, right now, and of course when it goes cans that wave, and then afterwards, after the cans that wave, unlike, and then after when he goes, give him the mic, then relike. Get it? I think I actually explained that a little bit too good. I think I explained it good. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only best way to describe if you want to to get a shout out more easily to be up there. Just saying, you know, it's very easy. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, what else we have? Yeah, like and relike. Yep. Do you have the Nintendo Switch? No, I do not have a Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. Even though I have the money for it, I just don't have the necessary needs for one just yet. I'm just waiting for a particular price to drop for it. Not only that, I'm just waiting for a good game at least. I know there's various good Nintendo games, especially in Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, I got a praise for it. But I'm just looking for one to pretty much get my interest into it. I mean, like, I don't need one at the moment. Oh yes, not at the moment. So yes. Oh, by the way, if you guys are over at the YouTube, says head over to the BN Theater. In the next 15 minutes, right after this stream ends, I'm gonna play some some wrestling night. So if you wanna, we got post shows. So if you guys wanna stay tuned and stick around for the post shows, yes, we're doing that right after this stream ends at the YouTubes. It's only gonna be in BN Theater, so make sure to go there. Waiting for Pokemon Switch. Ooh, that sounds pretty dandy. Joy-Cons. Pokemon Joy, Pokemon Con. Oh boy. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. Would you like to what? Would I like a Templeton? What? What? What is wrong with you, man? I don't know what to play tonight. I have so many GameCube games. Oh yeah, speaking of GameCube games, people are saying to me, why not play the GameCubes? I got some good news for that. Yeah, I bought one of those special, what's it? It's a special thing that backs plugs the AV and will have the ability to transmit an HDMI output out of it. So it's an HDMI supporter that, of course, it will just plug in the AV and those components. It's not going to be used for those anymore. So once I plug in, I'm going to use the HDMI and then hook it up on my splitter here. It will play some GameCube games. So I'm very excited. So be looking forward on playing on some GameCube gameplay here in the future on the stream. I was gonna do some meme gameplay, but unfortunately, like I say, it wouldn't want to capture, or it just, I don't know what it just for some reason got the Elgato just doesn't want to, and I'm pretty upset about it. So I don't know what game at the moment. I'm trying to think. I maybe want to play some Super Mario Sunshine. That's my very first one on my top of the head, and afterwards I don't know whether GameCube games. Luigi's Mansion. I know it's gonna be one of them too because I've never played it and I really want to play it. So I'm gonna need to buy those two and have a look around. Markets are fun. Eternal Darkness is fun. I heard about Eternal Darkness and the good receptions for it. I think I can buy a copy around flea markets. So many classics here. Oh yeah, another GameCube game I'm also gonna be playing is Simpsons Hit and Run. Hell yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run. Kind of need to find a copy of it, but I love that. Love it. Oh man, I need to look onto the GameCube list and see what I can buy. For now, this thing is being shipped, so I don't know when it's gonna get. I'm gonna get it, maybe next month, because of course this guy has like a lot of back orders, so I have no idea when it's gonna be shipped. And in the meantime, I'm gonna look for see if we can find the games over to my local flea market, because of course my flea market should have them, and if not, then I can just get them online. Anyways, what time is it? 9:50. So it's 9:15 p.m. guys. Once again, this is the pretty much the end of the TCR, and of course I already gave some shout outs if you missed it. If you just came in right now, shout outs to y'all. Thank you for coming. Sorry if I can give you a shout out right now at the moment. I'm just pretty much a little bit tired. I just got done playing this pretty cool arcade meme machine I actually got. It's actually pretty good. 3 joysticks, so it's pretty good. So if anyone has more questions, go ahead. If you don't have any questions, I'm pretty much done here. There's nothing more I can do or to say, because I got nothing else to say. Are you considering streaming to the MLP movie when it releases? You know, yes. I'll play it when season 8 starts. Yeah, when season 8 starts, that's when I'm gonna play it. So you got one chance to watch this. Even though I already play it, but of course you only got one chance to. And I don't know when season 8 starts, but you know it's gonna be in the springtime. I'm doing pretty good. Night Purple. Like I say, I'm actually enjoying myself playing this pretty awesome meme arcade that I actually have and own. Pretty badass. Will the ghosties be rigged like last year's? I really don't know. To be honest, thanks to you guys, I actually won like 3 ghosties. Yes, if you remember last year's ghosties, I did won 3. One of being a top one, which is pretty much the best brony. I mean, like that's a catalog, that's a category. But of course, you guys voted for me, and I really want to thank for that still. And yes, we also were nominated the best chat room. Yes, yeah, we were upbeat by what was it? Was it 4chan or was it the Inner Circle that actually got this? No, it was the 4chan. Yeah, was it the 4chan? No, yeah, it was the 4chan peeps that actually won this. But then again, Ghost Ignati just retracted because of the other, I don't know, the other chat room actually just tied for it. But yeah, we were nominated, so yeah, that was pretty awesome. We were there. And I was also nominated for Best Mexican. Now, I think this year you should guys should go all in for the Pet Mexican. Yeah. Get the Pet Mexican voted as your 2017's Ghosties, man. He deserves it. I'll give him that. I'll give him my nomination. Pet Mexican would definitely be my pick for. Even if you pick me again, I do appreciate it, but of course I'll just give this to Pet Mexican, man. He's a pretty cool guy. If whatever category I win, it doesn't matter. I mean, like if I get best brony again, then I just prove to be the best. Best chat room. Maybe, but we may just get nominated for it. Do I own a Wii U? What is your favorite game for it? Yes, I do own a Wii U, but I really hardly ever play any. The only game I own is Smash Brothers 4. So that's the only one, and I guess that's the only game. Can't give any more opinions to it. Can't give it. Don't think Ghost can even beat the babysitter bloodbath. Ew. It's just that's fun. So yeah. Well, Baller Friday is happening this Friday, guys. Yes, we're now back to normal schedule, so no show tomorrow for a Thursday. Don't even think there's gonna be a show tomorrow for a Thursday. I mean, yeah, I mean, like it's good. It's cool. It's cool that we got get 2 decent straight days of the show. But yeah, he had to make up for the Monday's absence, and yeah, Taco Tuesday and Wednesday was successful. But now he's comes back for Brawler Friday. Yep, Brawler Friday we're gonna have. So be there or be square. Aw, thank you, Night Purple. Definitely Night Twilly Atkins. I mean, yeah, like I say, I mean, Twilly per to be, but you know, you just gotta see who's winning. I mean, I don't care who you pick for the best brony. If it's Twilly Atkins for that pick, go ahead and take Twilly. If it's me and I, then yeah, you can also say that. But then again, yeah, I wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter. Still plays Splash and Smash on the Wii U sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. I only use the Wii U just to get on the webs. I don't know why. It just still works. Oh, maybe because it's free. That's why it doesn't use free like the Switch does. Like, oh yeah, it's a premium. You have to bite this to get on the webs. Yeah, that's just not the way. That's not how it works. All right, guys. Well, it's 9:55 right here now. If you guys have any no more questions, and I'm pretty much done here. I gotta get ready for the next stream. Like I say, the next stream's happening here in the next 4 minutes. So I'm gonna save some stuff and stuff quickly. So once again, thank you all for coming in and listening. Do I own amiibos? Yeah, I only own 2. I own the Little Mac and Luigi. The Luigi is actually one of my favorite characters, to be honest. Yes, the green mustache of Mario's brother. Yeah, my personal favorite character, and he's my favorite. Can't have her. And also Little Mac, because, yeah, Little Mac. Bowler 4K. Anyone know what is playing? I don't know what's playing. Maybe you should play the game. Play the game.
Oh, it's Boris. Boris? Who is Boris? Boris, or whoever that Russian guy is starting to be likable. I really like him.
Teutonic Plague. Alright, where is the bare freaking booty scratcher cause? Maybe because, like I say, too many people are filling up the anonymouses. And like I say, once again, for anybody who's going anonymous, please don't actually like spam the anonymous. Be that one guy who just pretty much clogs and claims it all and just plays nothing but Cleveland calls and nothing but yeah, just pretty much just saying that we always hear that around. Please refrain from everything and just pretty much play something once and then move on. That's it. Let everybody else have their turns. Just please don't be don't clog up and be a damn hella killer deaf mute man. Better yet, just and also don't get a better phone. Better phone than a bomber phone. Please. Please and thanks. Please refrain from ever spamming anonymous as Cleveland callers, man. That's just, there's no point, and you're pretty much just wasting people's spaces, and maybe because, we don't get the good ones in it because you're pretty much clogging and just want to be that person. Cleveland was here. Psst. Yeah. Don't be that guy. Exactly. Yes, the government better not shut down. Anyways, it's already 58. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to end it here. Once again, thank you all for listening in. I am your host, BN Relay Streamer, BN King. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's TCR broadcast. Come tune in again this Friday, Baller Friday, as we be back for episode 516 for the next live, True Capitalist Radio. And of course, if you're not going to be down with that, it's also going to be on the archives. You can listen in anytime, whenever after it's finished. And of course, all the saved archives will be saved on the YouTubes forever or whenever. And of course, you can also download this. And also make sure to also follow Ghost on Gab account, which is Politics Ghost. You can also follow his. Make sure to do that. And also blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Because, of course, I'm just pretty much you should thank Ghost for that and just do so. And that's it, guys. Well, I'm done. Thank you all for listening in. Head over to the BN Theater if you're on the YouTube because we're going to be playing the post show. It's already 10 o'clock. So, once again, thank you all. You guys have a great night. I'll see you guys Friday, or I'll see you guys on the next TCR broadcast. You guys have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys Friday. Or just go head over to the BN Theater. We're playing post show. It's wrestling night. Yeah, it's wrestling night, guys. Woo! Wrestling night! Head over there if you want to for the post show. Or you can just, turn away, turn it off, pause, because we're done here. So, good night, guys. See you guys next time on the next stream. Bye, guys. Good night, guys. See you Friday. See you tomorrow. Or see you Friday. See you Friday, guys. Bye. See you next stream. Bye. Adios. Adios. Bye. Adios. Adios. Bye-bye. Hayos. Suya. Hayok. Bye. Night. Aya. Good night. Good night, mate. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.